white people be like,
I'm writing an essay about morning chat, help me.
Why you got so many necklaces? Why you got necklace?
11 months. Mist mai 10 months Yahoo.
Hey everybody! Hi Jake, Metopia stream. Why that sound? Aren't you happy to clock into work? I am more than delighted. I might play Mario Kart today. It's been a while since we've done that. You can join me if you want, Jake. I also have a little bit of a treat today. I don't know if it's a treat. I don't know if anybody cares, but it'll be interesting. Bow, bow, bow. Yeah, I think I've shown this maybe like a few years ago, but I found my first ever stream that I did like 9 years ago. Found the VOD for it. So we'll play some of that. It's not a long VOD. It's literally like it was like 10 minutes. But I'll show like 5 minutes of it. There's also nothing on the screen. It was just me talking. So it's just like an audio, but it's kind of interesting to how I sounded all that time ago. Is it black and white? Okay, 9 years ago was not that long ago. We're talking 2015 here, man. I think it was almost exactly 9 years ago, actually. Yeah, 2015 was 9 years ago. Can you believe it? I can't.
Why you got so many necklaces? Why you got necklaces?
I graduated high school in
Hi
2015.
gay PPL.
See, that's why it's like borderline creepy when we do movie nights. Like the age gap is just really weird. So we're streaming it after that. Not on my streams. I was on like my friends' streams, but I didn't stream again after that until like almost 4 years later. I only became a streamer because it was something to do. I was always a YouTuber at heart. What is that big ass head bump on the bottom left? I don't know. I fell and hit my head. I don't really remember even against what I hit my head, but I fell somewhere and hit my head. And the result was that. What's up, Max GG's? Disgusting. You know, it's fucked up. It's fucked up to call it disgusting when I was in fucking pain and distress when that was taken. I was probably fucking crying. I was probably crying tears, and I was being comforted by, you know, my many suitors at the time. So, Happy New Year, Max GG's. But yeah, maybe we'll do some React Andy too if there's like something. I don't know if I don't think we're doing double feature this week. I don't think that's happening, so I gotta figure out something else to do this weekend. I was gonna do Jackbox, but I haven't like organized that at all, so I don't know how quickly I can rally the troops for that. But we'll see. We'll do something this weekend. Can you just watch some random movie? Maybe we will do. Maybe we'll just do a movie night, just us. You know what? We don't fucking need Prezzo. We don't need him. I'm thinking more possible that we do movie. Okay, just let me know what you figure out in the. We do need Prezzo. We need Prezzo really bad. We need him. I need him Prezzo more than I need air in my beautiful lungs. We need Prezzo really bad. So yeah, we'll look into it. Yeah, I don't know. If we don't do Jackbox, I don't know what we'll do. We'll do maybe. Also, this song, dude, I keep having those weird fucking dreams where like real life keeps intercepting my dreams and making it weird. Like this song, I was playing a bunch of random music off my Spotify as I was sleeping. And then this song came on, and my brain was like, oh, the dream is ending now. We got to roll credits. So I actually got a credit sequence for my dream before I woke up. And because this song was playing, and this song was playing like through the credit sequence, and it was like, oh, Aksel was in this dream. And I was like, well, of course I was. It was my dream. And then it was like, and the funny thing is, like, the credit sequence, it was like this kind of like surreal thing where it was like, the camera had like this weird like tilt shift effect on it, so the background was like super blurry, but then the people in the dream, they would like kind of turn to the camera and look at the camera and smile, and then their name would be on the right. And it was to this song. And then I woke up and I was like, whoa. What was in it? I think I was on a road trip. I was on a road trip with some old friends. And I was like, whoa. Okay. But I don't really remember much about it. Other than that part. Because that part was just freaky, honestly. And the fact that my brain knew that I was going to wake up, so it rolled the credits, is also just insane. Maybe I've watched too many movies. Maybe I need to stop. Maybe I need to delete my Letterboxd. Maybe I need to get a life. Do you think your credits roll in your brain when you die? I think the DMT in your brain gets released and you see crazy hallucinations about your life and everything else. Do you ever have dreams where the tactile sensations are like super realistic? Yeah, dude, when I need to piss, man. When I need to piss and I'm running to the toilet in the dream and I'm like, all right, I need to pee into this toilet in this dream. And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That's not good. That probably means I'm going to pee in real life real soon. And then I wake up. Have you ever lucid dreamed? I've always wanted to, but I just, I do struggle with maybe some intrusive thoughts. So I feel like my brain would insert some things that maybe I don't want to experience in the dream. Maybe it'll be like, oh, there's a creepy freak in front of you and it's going to start chasing you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like maybe my brain would do that. So it's probably something that I don't want to experience very much. You should try shifting. No. Probably not. All of my dreams feel way too real. Do you guys dream every night? How often are we seeing dreams, y'all? Yes. I smoke weed like never. Yeah, when I used to smoke weed, I used to literally never get dreams. And then when I stopped smoking weed, it was a really annoying transition because I started seeing dreams every fucking night and I wasn't used to it, which meant it was really fucking exhausting. Because all of my dreams would also feel like they were like 6 years long. And also sometimes I'd wake up really fucking depressed because I'd have a dream where like everything was okay and like everything was going amazing, and then I had built like a life for myself. I'd gotten a job in a quiet small town. I'd built a life. I'd built a family, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh. I look to my left and there's like a fucking Dr. Pepper can from 6 months ago, and I'm like, oh fuck, oh my god, this is actually my life. So I don't know. I get dreams pretty much every night. And some nights, not gonna lie, I don't want to go to sleep because I'm like, man, I just want to, like, you know, I want to have I don't want to dream tonight. And I know I'm going to have like a whole ass fucking adventure, and I'm going to, you know, live like a whole ass fucking dream. And then I have to wake up and I'm like, dude, I just want to fucking sleep, man. I'm not even getting any rest. I'm like working a full-time job when I go to bed. Also, another problem with that is sometimes my dreams are so intense, and I think it contributes to the fact that I can never get like 8 hours of sleep because my dreams, like, they run me dry by like 4 hours in, and then I'm like, well, now I have to wake up. That was like a lot. I gotta like process this for a second. Dreams really are so interesting. Like, do you think aliens would freak out if they knew we dream? I mean, you know, maybe they dream. Maybe they have like dreams that are. Maybe aliens exist in our dreams. Maybe they exist in the field of reality that is our dreamscape. Guys, I'm quitting streaming to map the DMT realm. I'm going to be doing DMT every day, and I'm going to try to map every single piece of that realm, and I'm going to try to figure out what goes on in there. I'm going to find you in there. My cousin was telling me something about that. He was like, you know, they're mapping the DMT realm, right? And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, like they're people are doing DMT and then like taking notes of everything they see so they can create a real map of what goes on in there. And I was like, okay, cool. And he was like, yeah, like someday I think I'm gonna do it. And I was like, you know what? I'll just leave it for when I die. I think I don't think I need to do DMT. DMT is one of those things where I'm like, man. I'm good. I'm good, man. I don't know. I don't know. Let me play this. Wait, any gifters? Any grifters? Any grifters in this chat? Okay. I can show you guys the stream if you want. I mean, the thing is like there's no visual, so you're just gonna be staring at my current face. But this is a stream from 9 years ago. Okay, I'm gonna play you like the last 5 minutes of it. This was for when I had this like Toontown thing called the Vaughn Show, and it was a really anticipated release, and I never released it, and I had to, you know, answer to my millions of fans at the time. I think at some point you hear me mention that I have about 4 viewers in this stream. So also don't call me a twink, okay? I was literally 15. I know someone's gonna do it. Don't call me a twink, all right? Just don't do it. Hold yourself back. Try not to. Okay? Because this voice, some of you guys already know what it's like, but it might be like a shock to some of you guys. Okay, hold on. I might also like cringe really bad, but we'll see.
I swear to God, it was terrible. You wouldn't want to see it, but yeah, I guess that's about that, I guess. I still want to talk about a few things, I guess, but there's 4 people watching right now, which is amazing and great and fantastic and beautiful and whatever. um, basically, I wanna re-record it, and I might put an extra.
How's your
quest.
voice deeper? My voice is not deeper in this, dude. I sound like I'm fucking 9 years old.
guest guest in it? I don't know who, I don't know when. I mean, nobody knows when. But I'm excited, and I'm excited for that. You know, YouTube is a thing that you can't
I was.
really.
Why is why? How have you guys all collectively decided that I was 23 in 2015? I was not 23. Okay.
You have to do YouTube for fun if you want to succeed at it. If you go there like,
Oh my god.
if you take it as a job when it isn't your job, and you do everything like, you do it against your will, then your content isn't gonna be good.
Why are you sighing so
And
much?
That's what I
don't know, I was
that's what I
tired.
do. If I don't want to edit, I don't edit. I
Is this
don't
real?
force
It
myself
is.
to edit, because I know that I'm gonna just procrastinate and do everything the easy way, which will make the video's quality suffer, I guess. And I was supposed to record this as a video, and now I'm live, and there's not that many people watching. But, oh. Okay, what the fuck? Yeah, anything. But basically, this is most I want to talk about. I'm like occupying myself with my friends, possibly the best people in the world. There's like 8 of them, and they're all super awesome. I'm so happy
That's funny that I did like a head count. Like, yeah, I have 8 friends.
to spend my days with them. And there's you know, I do a lot of things with them, and there's like so much fun. But I'm really happy right now, and I'm in a really happy place right now, and yeah.
Yeah, this is me. This is actually me.
Really cool people, everything like that. I don't really know what
Everything
else
like
to
that.
say, but I promised to stream for 10 minutes, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna speak about everything. I'm gonna speak about Toontown for the first well, as you can probably tell, English isn't my first language, so I'm gonna speak about Toontown. Toontown, as you probably all know, closed about whatever. I think it was 2 years ago. No, like a year and a half ago, and it got revived. It got revived by.
It's crazy how I still talk about this.
Which I was completely addicted to for a few months, and I'm just done with it. I'm just so bored. I don't really. I'm so like. Wow, some amazing stuff going on in the chat.
I think I was getting my first hate message. Some random. I remember some random guy was pulled up and was like, "This is fucking boring."
Try the game fun. It's really repetitive for me, and yeah, I blocked you because I can. But yeah, basically, I don't find it fun. It's repetitive, and the fact that they're holding beta, whatever you want to call it, however you want to pronounce it, I guess. The fact that there's no boss bat HQ still, it's making the game suffer in a way that people are just gonna get bored.
I thought that message said, "OMG, you have hair, hole." Like, I thought you were calling me a hole.
I don't want to like make myself a stereotype of people that they like play the game and then they get bored, because a lot of people still like it, and I guess they're like, oh, it's been 9 minutes. YOLO. Ramble on a bit more. But basically, the game's repetitive and people like still play it, and it's good that it's fun for them, but I'm absolutely so tired of this game. I just can't stand to play it anymore. And hence, here's the thing I want to say. I'm thinking about like rebranding the show to make it like all based about every game, so I can speak speak about everything and not be stuck to Toontown, I guess. But
And guys, a month later, I made the Aksually channel, so big things were brewing during the stream.
yeah, I guess that's most of what I was gonna say, and yeah, I hope you guys have fun doing whatever you're doing right now. I hope you have great friends like I do, because they're amazing.
Jesus Christ, this guy.
Yeah, whatever, I guess. Goodbye.
Yep, that's it. You kind of sound like Björk. Yeah, I definitely I sounded a little bit different back then. I don't know if it was the accent that made me sound gayer. I don't really know what was going on with that, but it was yeah, it was crazy. It was definitely like a different vibe. Can you speak like that again? Probably not. I could not make fun of 15-year-old you. Dude, 15-year-old me, I would have like during like the whole Minecraft phase in quarantine, I would have become like a fucking 40K Andy with that voice, man. People would have been like, "Aw, he's so baby. He's so baby. He's baby little European." So, yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I kind of forgot that I had this. And now I'm old, balding, and bisexual. So this was back when I was 100% straight, and I was probably a little bit homophobic. Like, not really, but like I definitely like maybe side-eyed it a little bit. And then when gay marriage got legalized, like a few months later, I was like, oh, that's chill. That's like, no, I've always supported this. And it wasn't even gay marriage in my country, dude. It was gay marriage in America. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay. Makes sense. The funny part is I was literally on Toontown when that happened too. When the news came through that the Supreme Court legalized gay marriage, it was a big moment on Toontown because everyone that plays that game is fucking gay. But yeah, that's I wish I had more stuff like this. But I had a really bad problem of deleting everything. Like I would just pretty ruthlessly delete everything I ever made because I was just like, man, this is fucking trash. This is fucking shit. I have to get rid of this immediately. Because I don't, and now it's like a really, I'm really sad about it because I think it would have been really cool to look back on. I think me when I deleted my Tumblr. I still have my Tumblr from those days. But yeah, it was interesting. My voice, honestly, even if you look back at like I don't know, like James Charles Supercharged era stuff, even then my voice was different. My voice I feel like changes yearly. I think it's definitely gonna like start changing less, but it's the vaping. Dude, I didn't even vape back then, man. I only started vaping in the last like year or two. It's because I'm going through puberty. I'm still growing, y'all. I might grow to be like 6'5", man. Yeah, puberty at 33. I've got loads of my clips downloaded from when I started streaming in like end of 2019, and I always think of deleting them, but I reckon I should keep them. No, definitely keep them. When you're older, like there's no reason to really delete them. You can just private them and like leave them to rot in private and not think about them. Because the reality is, when you're older, all the things that you used to find really cringy and embarrassing about yourself, you'll actually end up finding kind of pure and endearing and sweet. And you'll wish that you had more to show for that, you know? Ellie Kimmy, thanks to Raid. Because I have like probably like 100 videos from back in, you know, back like the early 2010s, late 2000s, that are just so like I don't know, they would have been so sweet to see, but now I don't even remember what they were because I just deleted all of them for no reason. I only have like a few screenshots of things every now and then where I'm like, man, this shit, I bet this shit was goated as fuck. Part of me learning to love myself was me watching old vids I made. Yeah, I think it's kind of helpful in that sense. It's also, it really feels like this isn't really always the case because I think, you know, whether we like it or not, we'll always kind of find things to pick apart on ourselves. But when you get to see like old stuff that you've made or like old videos of yourself, it's the closest you get to seeing like an outside perspective of yourself. So then when you know, when you like see a video of yourself when you were like 15 and you remember like fucking hating yourself every day back then, and then you hear it and you're like, well, actually I was like pretty normal. Like I was just like a kid. Like I don't think I really needed to like hate myself that much. So I guess that like provides some perspective. Going through my Snap memories from like 2016 is jarring. See, that's the one thing I used to take really like fuckboy selfies, dude. Like I was like that's the one thing where I'm like, where I see those, I'm like, oh my God, Jesus Christ, man. I should have hated myself more. I should have fucking like not been able to sleep at night. My Snap stories were insufferable. I had the bad habit of being overly dramatic on social media sometimes. Like I'd probably black out my shit once every 2 months, being like, guys, don't try to contact me. I need some time. I need some. I would put like a black square on my fucking Snapchat story. I'd be like, it's one of those months again. Don't try to reach me right now. I deleted Snap during COVID, and it's the best social media decision. I think I deleted Snapchat in like 2017 or 2018. I deleted Snapchat a long time ago. And the crazy thing is, I actually lost touch with so many people because of that. Like, so many people I went to school with, I realized, like, I never even had their phone number. I only had them on Snapchat. And now, like, I don't even know where those people are. They could be fucking dead, and I wouldn't know. Who the hell have I been snapping then? I don't know, man. But you should probably, you know, reach out and try to figure that out, because it hasn't been me. I'm always shocked when people my age still use it. It's just, you know, I think understandably doesn't really have the best rep. Not gonna lie, I've been on that shit for many years, saying if somebody asks you for your snap as like the first point of contact, there's like a pretty high chance that it's like kind of weird. It's like a little bit sketch, especially if it's like a grown ass man. Or Discord. Well, I use Discord, and I do like, you know, I do ask people. Well, not in real life, but I do ask people, what is your Discord? So I can't really like I can't really shit on Discord right now. Kick was even weirder. I literally only used Kick to have fights with my ex-girlfriend. I never got groomed on there. It was just that when me and my ex-girlfriend would be fighting, she would ignore me on every other platform except Kick. So then I would go to Kick, and I'd be like, why are you ignoring me right now? Let's talk. And then she'd be like, you're annoying. And I was like, oh. So. And it was around the time of that video, too. So. Yeah, that's literally all I used Kick for. I didn't really have any experience with it. I think, yeah, I missed the Kick grooming phase. I think my like grooming grounds were, I probably got groomed a little bit on like Yahoo Messenger and like MSN and like Skype, because that was like more my era. You know what I mean? Like that was when they got me. Yeah, I used to use Yahoo Messenger, dude. I had a bunch of Filipino friends, and they would all be like, you gotta get Yahoo Messenger, dude. You gotta get on this shit. I logged into my Kick from when I was 13 and messaged someone, and they responded like 2 minutes later. That's insane, dude. Actually, okay, wait. The number one grooming hotspot for me must have been Uvu. The fucking OOVOO, that like calling platform thing. Dude, I was definitely in calls with some old fucking men on that platform. I had this like random guy. I mean, honestly, like all we did was play Minecraft, but like it was creepy. It was definitely like a little bit sketchy. He was like, I was like 11 or 12, and he was like 16 or like 17, and we would just call on Uvu and play Minecraft together. And it was looking back, and I'm like, dude, that shit was like, that shit was fucking crazy. But no, he was like chill, man. He was like totally chill. Except for the fact when he would like sometimes grief my fucking building and like almost make me cry. That was probably, I think, like honestly kind of like abusive. That was like crazy. Amino is the worst app I've ever downloaded. What is Amino? I've never heard of Amino in my life. What time frame was Amino popular in? Also, let me thank these subs real quick. Huppo, Nokobot, Alana, thanks to subs, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. ...2016, I think. No, I was too fucking depressed in 2016 to fucking to establish any new apps on my phone. I was like way too gone by that point. This app looks fucking unreal. So it was like a message board. They had a bisexual section. Oh, you got to choose your sexuality on the app. And then you got to join the LGBT plus board. You can join chats. Yeah, it's crazy how many apps there were that just like I mean, this is still true, but there were a lot of apps where it felt like their only purpose was to really just like ruin a child's life. Like Ask FM. Like, why would you let anybody ask you something anonymously, especially in like fucking high school and middle school? Like, why would you? Why would you fucking? Why would that be a thing? Ask FM was crazy. Dude, I would have to ask myself questions because nobody gave a shit. I would just type questions for myself and be like, is there anyone you have a crush on? And I'd be like, oh, maybe. Did you guys use Facebook a lot when you were in school? Was Facebook still around? Yes, in 5th grade. I've never made a Facebook. Facebook was pretty big in my school. It was Instagram I feel like only really became popular like towards the end of my time in school. Facebook was like the main place for most of it. I poked people so much. Dude, I was literally like I was such a kiss ass on Facebook. Like I would literally like comment and like on all of the big kids because I wanted them to like be my friend. And like some of them, like I've looked through my Facebook and I'm like, my God, dude, like I'm surprised like they didn't beat me up. I would literally just message like these 9th graders that I would literally never talk to in school, and I'd be like, "So what are you up to right now? Are you like do you want to like do you want to check out Farmville? It's like this really cool game. I think you'd really like it." MySpace so goated. No, MySpace was great, except, you know, I was like 6 years old when I used it. Or like 7 or something. I was very young when I was on MySpace. I shouldn't have been on MySpace.
Why you got so many necklaces?
Joe Jams,
Why
thank
got
you.
necklace?
Aksually.
Yeah, I used to play a lot of games on Facebook. There was also like there was this like Estonian website. It was basically a dating website, but it was kind of weird because like I signed up for it when I was like 10. And I would just like post pictures on there, and then nobody would like question why I was there, and like all my friends had it too. And then like these like women would comment on my post being like, "Oh, you're so adorable." But it was like very like normalized here that like a child would just be on there for some reason. I wonder if it still exists. Oh, it does, but it looks different. That's insane. No, yeah, it was definitely my cousin actually, he told me that so yeah, he has a daughter who's 12, and she's starting to get like, you know, she's starting to use the internet more, and she's I don't know, she's like going on her websites and stuff, and he was like, I need you to give her the rundown. Like you grew up in this world. You went through those, like you were in the trenches. And I was like I was like, I mean, yeah, like the thing is okay, like when I was a kid, I mean, like, I guess I could give like a better perspective because when I was a kid, the only people that were telling me how to act on the internet were adults that like never grew up on the internet. So then they'd be like, everyone on the internet is a fucking pedophile and they're gonna come and get you, which is like, you know, it's not too far from the truth. But it kind of like, I mean, I was like smart enough to realize like, no, that's bullshit. So then like I didn't really like listen to them at all. So I was pretty irresponsible. Show her Andrew Tate. I'm not gonna fucking Andrew Tate pill my fucking 12-year-old relative. That's like the last thing I think she needs. And that would also be crazy if that somehow even happened. No adult had supervision on what I was doing on the internet. No, same. I had zero supervision. And I mean, I got lucky. I got really lucky because, you know, instead of getting like groomed and like shipped off somewhere, I got a job. So I did get really, really fortunate. Um, and like if I didn't get like unsupervised access to the internet, I wouldn't have what I have today. But I do think like some supervision is necessary. Now you're friends with Prezzo? Exactly. I think the most supervision I ever got was I was like using a lot of curse words on Facebook. Like I would tell people to go fuck themselves when I was like 12, and my sister told my mom, and then like I broke down in tears because I felt like my sister betrayed me so bad. I got really frustrated. And that's like the most supervision I ever got in my life. Also, like, I feel like everybody had this one friend, but I had a friend where like until I hung out with him, I was a good boy. I didn't curse. I was polite. But then I would every time I would hang out with this kid, he would always be like fuck, shit, ass, and I'd be like, holy shit, dude, that sounds amazing. And then I'd be like fuck, shit, ass, and then like every single time I would hang out with him, it would just rub off on me. And then now, it still has an effect on me to this day where I curse a lot. He changed your life? Yeah, he really did. Having an older brother, I was cursing in the first grade. I was very like, I was very well mannered. Everyone would always like, I would always get like hyped up for like how well mannered I was, and the teachers would always be like, because we used to get behavioral grades, like we would get uh, a grade for like how well we conducted ourselves through like the semester or whatever. And mine would always be maxed out, dude. Like I would always be like perfect. And then when I got to like 4th or 5th grade, I started swearing more. And then like it went down to like what was like the what was the word for it? It was like, I think they like, it went down to satisfactory, which was really bad for me because it used to be like excellent, which was like 2 or 3 tiers above satisfactory, and satisfactory was right above like the one where it starts to get bad, where it's like, oh, you're a bad kid. So my dad just didn't give a fuck about swearing around me. No, yeah, my dad would definitely like fly off the handle sometimes, and like I'd learn like a couple new words. I'd like you know, I'd learn more of my beautiful mother tongue. Also, like, let me figure out how we're gonna do this Mario Kart. Mm, where is my? He should die. That is no way to talk to this person. You know, some of you guys, you haven't experienced real unfiltered joy in so long that you can't feel happy for this person. You have to attack them, demean them, say hurtful things. You know, some of the things you guys are saying to this person, they could, in the court of law, be seen as a threat, and you could be charged. I'm just saying, yo. If telling the truth is a crime, then lock me up. Oh, oh, guys. I I watched Mommy last night. Mommy 2014. It's a great film. It's really good. You guys should watch it. You guys should watch it if you haven't before. It's really good. It's really it's beautiful. Is it sad? Oh yeah, of course. You guys think I would be recommending a movie if it wasn't like some of the most fucking depressing shit on planet Earth? Come on. You guys know me better than that. The French-Canadian movie Mommy. Yeah, I sent it to Prezzo because I was like, look, dude, they're speaking your language. Like at one point, one of the women said "scoose," and I was like, "Oh, David." And like I think at one point, like Prezzo, like he said this like curse word in his little language, and then they used it in the movie, and I was like, oh, oh, oh. It was amazing. Yeah, Debernek. Yeah. I don't know if I just said a slur or something. So if I did, I'm sorry. I was tricked into it. But yeah, they used that in the movie. Okay, how do I haven't played Mario Kart in 6 years. Didn't you try learning French, or am I making that up? If you mean by try, you mean I was against my will put into a French class for a week and I hated it, then yes. Oh, my fucking Switch is charging, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck? Should learn Spanish. I want to. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll start learning it tomorrow. I'll be fluent in 3 months. Can Estonians understand Hungarian? Not really, you know. I think there's more similarities between Finnish and Estonian, where it's like, it's kind of like the thing of between like the Romance languages, where you kind of like think you should be able to understand, but you don't really. Oh, guys? You know what I did yesterday? I played Habbo for like 10 hours. I just sat on Habbo the whole time, man. It was incredible. I made friends, and then I got like sexually harassed. Hold on, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys how I got sexually harassed. This guy randomly started whispering me. He was like, "We should jerk together to Selena Gomez tributes on Google Meets. I'm bored as fuck." I was like, what? I was like, okay. The crazy thing is okay. This fucking came out of nowhere, dude. Because he started with this. He whispered me this out of nowhere. He was like, "I'm as hard as a rock right now." And I was like, oh. And then and then I was in the room. I was like, "Yo, guys, this guy is like He's whispering to me about how he's hard right now." And then he was like, "No, I didn't. No, I didn't. You're a fucking shitty troll. I didn't do that." And I was like, "Yeah, you did, dude. You're telling me about how you're rock hard right now." And then we kept arguing about it. And I was telling like the room owner, like, "You should kick this guy, dude. He's like a pervert. He's a pervert." And then I was I was just like, I was like fighting my cause, and everybody was ignoring me. And then then that's when he sent me the "We should jerk together" to Selena Gomez tributes. So after he denied it, he went back in for more. And then also, I was just like, I don't know, dude. It was crazy. It was crazy on there last night, man. It was actually insane. There was like this one girl I met that was from Austin, and she was like, "How did you like it here?" And I was like, "It was a fucking shithole." And she was like, "What?" And then she kept like trying to convince me that it wasn't that bad. And then I was just like, "Oh man, dude. Good fucking times, dude." Also, like, okay, it was weird. Everyone from that game was either from like Austin or Brighton, dude. We met people from Brighton too. And then like this like woman from Brighton was asking my friend and I like where to go clubbing in Brighton. and then we just started naming random places. Cause like I don't like clubbing. So I was like, I'm not gonna push my agenda. I'm just gonna like start naming random places off my dome. Brits and Texans love habit. No, it's literally just British people or like, yeah, pretty much just like a lot of British people. When is my fucking... When can I boot up my Mario Kart? Oh. Guys, it's happening. It's happening, guys. It's really happening. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta update. Guys, I've been eating beans every fucking day, dude. Baked beans, the Heinz baked beans from the can, dude. I've been eating them every fucking day. I think I'm into beans now, dude. I fuck with beans. What movies are you and Prezzo watching tomorrow? If we do it, I will do Royal Tenenbaums. I don't know what he would do. And I also don't know if we're doing it yet, because I guess he's figuring out his plans right now. So you hated on beans for years for nothing. It's called evolution, okay? Guys, we need to let people grow and change. I hated beans. And I still, you know, outside of baked beans, I probably still don't really like them. I would probably, you know, I'm sorry guys, but you know, if I'm getting like a burrito, I ask them to take the beans out, and I'll probably keep doing that. Because I think in most contexts, the texture is just not something that I'm crazy for. And I don't think they add that much in, like, flavor. Look, I'm sorry to all the Latinas in chat. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Is Jake playing with you? I don't know. If he wants to, he's welcome to. I would love to have him. But also, like, I don't want to be that guy where, like, you know, one of my friends is in the chat. I'm like, you should be on the stream right now. Just in case they don't want to do it, you know? I'd have to re-download it, and I don't feel like waiting that out. That's chill. We can also just hang out if you want, but no pressure, no pressure. Wait. Global. Can we do 10 options Gamba? Sure. It's crazy how I'll never get past 6,000. I'll always be in the 6,000 range. Guys, what did you eat today? Bagel, sandwich, Wingstop. This person on Habbo Hotel yesterday was just nonstop talking about Wingstop. I think I'm gonna quit streaming and just hang out on Habbo every day. Make Habbo music videos. I should run a Habbo radio station because people used to do that. I used to have friends that would have their Habbo radio station where they would be the DJ and they would do like shows and play music. Prime will let me use my sub. Do you guys see how Twitch is oppressing me? One person says I didn't get a notif. Other person says Prime will let me use my sub. They're literally deplatforming me right now. I didn't get a notif either. If you guys don't get a notif, how do you end up here? Do you just open Twitch and then you see me and you're like, ah, this'll do? When you guys send Jake, I'm like a 4-year-old asking questions right now. When you guys send a Jake S in chat, have you guys ever actually reacted like that, or is it always just a blank face, like just nothing? All the time I'm doing it right now. So you're telling me, like, as you're sending it, you're going like, yes! Like, have you guys ever, like, fist bumped at something that's happened on the stream? Like, have you been like, yes! I'm going random. Fuck these maps. I giggle and twiddle my feet. I'm barefoot again. It's one of those streams where I'm just like, I'm like picking at my desk with my toes right now. I don't even know how I'm doing that, but... Who else got rough feet? I have like holes on my feet. They look like fucking Swiss cheese. Sometimes like a worm pops out of my foot through one of the holes. I'm eating. You go, girl. Did your feet get shot by cannonballs? No, dude. I just have this like reoccurring problem where someone in the middle of the night, I guess they like enter my home and put a bunch of mouse traps everywhere, and then when I wake up in the morning and I walk in the kitchen without my glasses, I step on them every morning, and it really fucking hurts. It's probably a mutated foot fungus. Guys, dating advice. This is especially true if you're dating women. Get some sort of foot disease so that you feel more relatable. So that you feel more humble. Nobody wants to date someone that's perfect. Which is why I constantly make sure that I have some sort of infection on my foot. My Switch is charging. I'll report back in a few. Yes! Everybody put Jake Happy in chat. Oh my god. I don't know how I was 9th. I was already 6th like 2 seconds ago. Guys, can we start a petition for Jin Souls to change their name color? You don't get the lore? I understand the lore. It's just that, you know, it's inconvenient for me. So do you just rant about foot disease and Toontown on dates? No, usually conversations go like this. Wow. You're gorgeous. Why is that funny? I just laugh because I'm so happy. Another tip is, no matter who you're on a date with, make sure you explain everything about your life in a really slow and condescending manner, because people are generally attracted to people smarter than them. And that way they'll think that you are way better than them. And make sure to like start all of it with like, you probably don't get it, but... And also, when they start talking, make sure to yawn a lot so they know that, like, you're okay being vulnerable around them.
Oh my god, it's so fucking over. Oh my god, it's so fucking over. Oh my god, it's so fucking over. It's so fucking over.
Guys, what's the vibe check on this year? How's the first, like, 4 days been? Is it going to be a good or a bad year? What do you guys think? Bad? Well, the good news is I'm not getting my hopes up this year. So just because of that, it'll be a little bit of a better year. Guys, it's okay to give up in your 20s. You'll have all the time to fix your life in your 30s. Ruin your life as much as possible in your 20s so that your 30s are more exciting. You don't want to, like, settle down in your 30s. You need a 30s that's kind of chaotic. I'll do Rainbow Road.
Why you got so many necklaces?
Maria Amelia, 43
Me
months.
so back. Scaltelli Joe Jams, thanks. I'm 20 and I gave the fuck up. Honestly, when I was 20, I was still very ambitious and I was going strong. Good for you, I guess. Thank you. Guys, what college major should I choose? You should choose guys, everybody name a major real quick. Photography, neuroscience, linguistics. Yeah, you should do political science, especially if you have, like, no interest in it. Look, to all the political science majors in chat, if you, like, run for office, can you, like, mention me? But only until you start doing war crimes, then don't mention me again. If actually viewers are running for office, we are doomed. I genuinely think if people find out that someone running for public office has ever been in my chat, it will torpedo their entire campaign. I don't think any of you guys have a future in politics. I'm sorry. Which Nepo baby do you think is an actual viewer? Jack Black's son used to be. But then, like, Jack Black took his phone away, and he wasn't allowed to use the internet again. He almost came to our fucking VidCon meetup in 2019 with his dad. Which would have been like showing up at my fucking wedding day, dude. Taking away all the fucking attention. You think anybody would want to fucking talk to me when Jack Black is there? So I said, don't fucking bring your dad. I said, do not bring him anywhere fucking near this shit, you understand? This is my fucking day, okay? I've grinded 4 years for this. No, they got busy. Jack Black had to like fucking record those Five Nights at Freddy's videos or something. Cheap Cheap Beach. Were you 8th or 9th? Whoop. Sorry, y'all. I don't know. Yeah. You and Prezzo should pirate all the Jack Black films and then watch them with Jack Black's son. I honestly, I used to be oomfies with Jack Black's son, but ever since his social media got taken away, I think he's been like juvie or something. I don't know where he is. I haven't heard of him since. I have no contact. I met Ariana Grande's cousin on Toontown once. Which? I don't know. How'd you know it was actually her cousin? 'Cause I believe women, okay? Fuck! No! Oh my god, I thought it was taking me back. Yay! I think I want to have a child just so that my child can be a Nepo baby. I would love to have like a really obnoxious child. Nepo into what? I don't know, like when I'll be like a janitor by then. So like probably they can pick up some shifts for me, I guess. Oh no! Fucking Christ. Oh! 6th. Would you start family vlogging? Nah. I'm just, like, even if I was, like, a really shitty person, I think I'd just be too lazy. Are you gonna cry when you don't get a son? Is that the impression I give you guys? You know, I would love to be I would actually love to be a girl dad, or non-binary dad. My child could be non-binary, and I would support it. I would say, you go, they, them. It? Nah, I didn't call it an it. You guys are gaslighting me. Would I subconsciously be aware of the fact that my child is ugly? Like, would I, like, breathe a sigh of relief on their wedding day when they get married? Because I'm like, god damn, like, I don't know, that forehead was scaring me. It's like having that fucking dream sequence in Mommy, but it's because my child has a huge forehead because I gave it to them. I think you'd think they weren't as ugly as they were to other people, but you would still know they weren't conventionally attractive and breathe that sigh of relief. No, I'm sending my son to Turkey when he's 2 years old to get a hair transplant. I'm just gonna put him on a plane with all the other men that are going to get it, and they'll take care of him. They'll babysit him. Dude, that's so fucked up. No! Why does this always happen right before the end? Okay, 6th. We're always just 6th now. I'm so attracted my parents aren't showing up to my gay wedding. They're actually gonna be mad. Dude, gay marriage is legal in Estonia now. It's legal. It got legal on January 1st. You can do gay marriage now. You can get married. That's such a fucking good emote. Latvia has a gay president, still illegal. Dude, when does Latvia not have a fucking gay ass president, dude? What is it with you, Latvia? You just don't get it. If you're not from here, you just don't get it. Or are you rocking back and forth? I don't know. I like it. It makes me feel good. Can you explain it? I don't know. It's just like a European thing where we all like shit on all the other countries. You know? like Sweden, Denmark. Although theirs is like way more. And also, like, I don't really mind Latvia that much. I think it's like, you know, I think it's like a, kind of an adorable country. Like, they really try. It's very sweet. But Lithuania, man, can't fucking stand that place. Absolutely not. Fuck. Like, the British hate the French. The Balkans, like, all, they hate each other, all of them. They all want the other countries to die. Although theirs is like a little bit more serious. Theirs is like, some of them, like, they like ride or die for that shit. I don't really care that much. I just think it's funny to shit on Lithuania a little bit. Doesn't everyone hate the French? Oh, definitely. But I guess, like, the British do it a little bit more because it's, like, the one place where people won't judge them for hating somebody. And I think, like, a lot of people hate the British. I think the Spanish particularly hate the British because, like, all the British go down to Spain to vacation and they, like, take, like, poops on the street and, like, throw rocks through windows and shit because they get really drunk. Was that happening in the Netherlands too? I just feel like everywhere British go to get drunk, they don't care. They will fucking, they will slobber all over the streets. I've seen some, like, drunk British tourists in Estonia, and, like, I was scared for my life. Irish are my favorite Europeans. Irish, yeah, they're chill. I rock with Ireland. And Australians hate everyone. Oh. Do you guys think I'm, like, chill and funny? Have you guys ever had a dream where I died? Yes. No, but you have been in a dream. I've never had a dream about you. Wait, put a 1 in chat if I've been in your dreams. Dude, that's insane. That's fucking... Jesus. You're like dream scenario. I had a dream last night I set Cutie and Ludwig's house on fire by accident. That's terrible. I hope you're not psychic. Oh, you little... No, no, no! Give it back! No, no! That's it, Fatone, I'm taking you out. Fuck you, Fatone! Mods, you need to fucking ban this person. This person has been serially harassing me for the last 3 years, okay? They've been showing up at my doorstep. They've been fucking calling the police. They keep threatening to post my address on the internet. We need to ban this person immediately. Do you not see what they're doing to me even in this game? I didn't even do anything. I drive! You targeted someone for no reason? Great, so now you guys know what it feels like when I'm in first place and everybody in the game comes together and fucking attacks me. Guys, what if... When have you been at first? Literally most of the last race. It hurts. It hurts. My heart's broken, and it hurts. My heart's broken because the people that are supposed to be supporting me harass me. Anybody else got Jake Johnston on the brain right now? I know I do. I called you? Oh, really? Okay, after this I'll pick up. Wait, put a 1 in chat if you guys speak French. A little bit. Fuck. Will you play a story game again anytime soon? Will a bear take a fat fucking doo-doo in the middle of the forests of Estonia soon? Didn't have to be mean about it. Mean, that was the sweetest thing I've said this stream. The answer is yes. A bear will take a big fat doo-doo in the middle of the forests of Estonia soon. It's gonna take so many doo-doos that it's gonna cause a biohazard, okay? It's just gonna keep doo-dooing all over the place. It's gonna just doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Oh my god, it's not stopping. It's not stopping. Oh. Hello?
Hi.
Hello, Jake Johnson.
Hello.
How are you?
Pretty good. Just really excited to play Mario Kart, but maybe a little bit longer than expected.
Is it downloading right now?
My screen keeps going black for some reason. I'm not really sure why.
Oh.
It's like downloading, but it just keeps going black. So I don't know if it's because like my battery's low or something.
That might be it.
Yeah.
So how are you today?
I'm pretty good.
That's fantastic.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
That's good.
I'm you know, just talking to some of my lovely viewers here. Say hi, chat.
Hi. Chat.
I told you this earlier, but I watched Mommy yesterday and I saw your review and I thought it was beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I saw your text. Okay, so after you sent me that text, I Googled the movie. Well, not Googled it, but hold on. I looked it up on Letterboxd, and hold on, wait. Let me go get another HDMI cable. One sec.
Okay. It's a real cliffhanger, guys. I wonder what he was gonna say. I guess we'll find out soon. Maybe if we get to 25 subs this stream, Jake will finish what he was gonna say. That cable couldn't wait. No, literally.
Sorry, couldn't move forward with my thought
No, I understand.
without getting this HDMI cable. But okay, so I saw the I saw that on Letterboxd. I looked it up on Letterboxd, and oh my goodness gracious, the it was like the biggest split between opinions I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah, I did see some people that did not like it.
And it was just it was weird though, because it's like I know these two people that always see movies together and they always rate it the same pretty much, but they had completely different opinions, and I was like, I wonder why that is.
There's this one guy on Letterboxd where every time I know, like, I really love a movie, I know if I scroll to, like, the second page of the reviews, I'll see him giving it 2 stars. I think their name is, like, Matt Lynch or something, and they're always just shitting on every fucking movie that I've ever loved. They always got something fucking to say where they're like, the concepts are actually really basic, and, like, this doesn't mean anything, and then they just end up, like, reiterating the same shit over and over again. I'm not gonna call them out. Well, I did just call them. I'm calling them out. Worst fucking user on Letterboxd.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Your stream is super toxic.
Why you got so many necklaces?
Yeah, you know, we kind of, I just kind of make it an effort to ruin as many
Hi.
lives as possible every time I go live.
Messed up, but whatever.
Well, they gave Mommy like 2 stars, dude.
Who did? Oh, that person you're talking about?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Blink Tart, thank you.
I saw Iron Claw last night, the Iron Claw.
Oh, dude, I want to watch that so fucking bad. But it's not
It was
here.
crazy. I had never heard about the story until I watched it.
Yeah, I'm just like praying that I don't get like too much spoiled for me before I get to go see it, because I already saw like someone on Twitter just like completely randomly tweeted out a quote from the movie, and it already like kind of like revealed more than I wanted to know.
Ah.
And I was like, God damn it, because this fucking, it's an A24 movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they just fucking shittiest distributor of all fucking time, dude. Yeah, everybody fucking our movies will be shown in 20 cinemas, one of them being on top of this fucking mountain that you have to hike to for 7 fucking weeks. Like, fuck you. Fuck you. I just want to watch a movie. I want to support you.
I'm gonna lose my fucking mind at this stupid software.
That was like the most elegant way I've ever seen someone express their frustrations with software.
Yeah, I had to be polite in case it changes its mind and decides to work.
Dude, I am fucking...
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I just remembered I wanted to say this because this is probably your stream is like the most public place I speak these days. But for some reason people keep finding my Cameo account even though I don't have it like posted anywhere and requesting things, but I don't do them, and I just feel bad that somebody like was asking for a Christmas one and I don't know how to message them and be like, hey, like I can't do this. So if you're that person, sorry, I couldn't do that.
You probably ruined like a Christmas.
I know. I thought about it all Christmas. I was like, oh, what if they really want it on Christmas morning? That's so sad.
Dude, that happened to me one time where someone like requested a Cameo a day before someone's birthday, and I didn't see it until like 2 days after the birthday, and I still did it, and I was like, man, this is probably just like, they probably fucking hate me. Like, this is probably shit.
I also got oh my gosh, I got the weirdest one ever. I hope I can, and I actually did this one because let me try and find the prompt for it. It was strange, but cute. Let me see if I could find this.
What's up, Tayfik?
Oh, I found it. Oh wait, never mind. I didn't find it.
No.
Okay, I actually found it. Okay, so the person was like, and this is okay. So I didn't even have the app on my phone, and I had to I forgot why I re-downloaded it, but I re-downloaded it and saw that I had a request waiting, and I'm like, that's strange. And it was this person's 3rd time requesting it.
Whoa.
And the thing says, it's like, what's your relationship to the recipient? So it said father, so it was somebody's dad requesting it. Occasion, fun. Why did you choose to get a Cameo from Jake Johnston? And the thing said, my son found you on YouTube.
Oh.
And then what's something special about Richard you want Jake Johnston to know? And the prompt is, my son Richard is 14 and autistic. He really enjoys your videos. Also, he's also a Taylor Swift fan. Loves singing her songs. And so I'm like,
Aww.
First of all, this is really confusing because like you found me on YouTube. Maybe you saw them, like maybe this person found my like my joke covers of like I probably covered 2 Taylor Swift songs as a joke on YouTube. And I guess this person found them and really liked them. And then I was like, I never know if people are fucking with me or if this is a real thing. And I'm like, if somebody's fucking with me and they said that they like, as a 14-year-old with autism that likes my YouTube videos, that's on you. So I'll make this even if it makes me look like a dumbass, because in the chance that it's a real thing, I want to make this person's day. So I made the Cameo for them. But I was just so taken back because no one's ever like came to me for YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like me being somebody's favorite YouTuber is probably the first time that's ever came out of somebody's mouth. But
there's a first for everything.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I always find it really cool when it's parents getting it.
Yeah, it's cute.
I got an Aksel Cameo when I turned 16 and I'm 20 now. Have I really been grifting for that long? That's fucking crazy. That's what the fuck? That's insane. Jeez Louise. I think like one of the only times where I turned down a Cameo was This person was like, I need you to craft a mask. And they gave me like instructions on how to make the mask for the video. And then I need you to put the mask on and say this thing for me. And I was like, I literally don't know how to do this. But I felt bad about it.
I'm gonna say fuck this capture card and just plug my HDMI into my monitor.
Oh.
Oh no.
When you get it working, I'll start a private lobby for all the viewers can join.
Oh, I love those private lobbies. They're fun.
Yeah, I love them. You know why? Because these people, they sit in this chat fucking 16 hours a day talking shit to me. And then as soon as they are in the game, guess what, dude? I'm fucking winning every fucking game. Because turns out they're all bark, no bite.
Is a certain person retired from... A certain old chatter retired from Mario Kart?
Alice from Portugal hasn't been seen in years.
Jeez.
It's like an old legend at this point.
She got called up to the big leagues, it seems.
No, literally, she's at the Mario Kart World Cup. Now we have people like Escalator and Fatone. And Fatone is someone that genuinely like harasses me after games. They send me messages, they're like, fuck you, you're fucking dog shit at the game. I don't even understand why you fucking stream this if you don't know how to play it. Like, you're so fucking bad. Look at Prezzo's recent tweet. Hold on, let me go out of this game so I can start the lobby. And then, let me see this tweet.
You know, Prezzo called me today on Discord and it was a mistake.
Dude, that's so fucking cringe.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Can somebody link it? Because I want to see what everyone's laughing about.
He said, heard Estonia legalized gay marriage. To my gay Estonian fans, tere, ma olen gay, olen gay, peenise ees nahkhamshot, söön sörki ja passin gay. So like half of those words just didn't even translate. You know what? I'm gonna retweet this on main because I think it's hilarious. I actually think you should not delete this one. You should keep it up until the Estonians wake up because they're gonna eat it up.
Wait, when did that get legalized? Gay marriage?
January 1st.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Not too bad.
Yeah, it got they did it. They legalized it. Like they wrote the bill when they were like trying to like raise the taxes a shit ton. So they really only did it to like distract people. But you know, the gays won.
It's awesome.
Okay, is this mine? All right. This is the code 268865620523. Y'all. First Baltic country to legalize it, right? Yep. Yep.
Wow.
Take that, fucking Latvia and Lithuania. Homophobia has been cured in Estonia. Nobody's homophobic now. Definitely not, dude. Everybody here loves gay people now. Searching for players. Mod check. Where are they? Where's the players? I don't have my Switch or I'd be in that lobby so hard right now. Is that Prezzo? Is that Prezzo I see right now? In the lobby? What kind of a Rainbow Road is this? Not Prezzo. Oh, rats! Who is it? Max? Max? Is that Max GG's?
My God, my Switch is hotter than an oven.
Dude, I don't even know how I'd react if that Switch like blew up and killed you right now.
I wouldn't mind.
Oh, he's real.
I just want to play. Oh, there we go.
Lobby isn't even full flop. It's called the first fucking game. You got to get people time to join the game, and you know what? Some of them may be, unlike maybe you, that you haven't thought about it, but some of them are being polite because they're waiting for Jake Johnston to fucking...
4 minutes remaining, by the way.
Yeah, they're waiting for Jake
Totally
Johnston
downloads
to
too.
4 minutes remaining so that he can fucking join the lobby. I'm actually not flopping at all. I'm doing really great. Can I get 10 gifted?
Let's go. Come on, guys.
No? What if, like, it made me really happy?
Aksually. Hello?
100 bits? Swabby, thank you so much. I already tier 3, like... Dude, with that new rent you're gonna be paying, that tier 3 is gonna be canceled real soon. I already know. Dude, this is I gotta be honest, guys. This is a beautiful map, and it's making my fucking tummy rumble with butterflies. They're all banging on the walls of my stomach, hoping to get out, because this makes me feel so good. It's kind of sad. Okay. So wait a minute. Let's fucking think this through for a second. I say I'm happy, and you say that's sad. That shit doesn't even fucking make sense. And also, guys, this is me warming up. I know I said I was gonna, like, win against all my viewers, but this is just, this is the first game. I love how you did a whole stream mourning the loss of Subway in a Sony, but gay marriage barely even got a mention. Dude, when it got passed, I tweeted a selfie and I got 7K likes. Oh! Like, I'm for the cause. Like, I definitely, like, I do care. Losing to NPCs? I'm not losing to NPCs. It's just, it's oh my god. There's no way there's gonna be an NPC in front of me. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking... That was my first time doing that map. They're really good NPCs, like AI is getting crazy. Jake Johnson has just opened up Mario Kart.
Yep. Just realized I won't have any sound, and now I'm upset, but whatever.
I said scary, but whatever. Prezzo, you need to realize that sometimes you need
White people be like,
a little bit of creative assistance. Saturn, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh my gosh, we have played so many games together.
How many?
I've won 70 times and you've won 162.
Oh my god, finally someone that's worse than me. I've been searching for you for years. No, I remember those like 5-hour streams where we would like talk about school stories and like play Mario Kart.
Your lobby's full.
Don't worry, we'll clear this out after this race, okay? He probably caught up to you in talent. You know, you're so fucking mad because I didn't read out your message exactly the way that you fucking crafted it, okay? I just thought maybe it was better with whatever the fuck I said. I don't even know what I said. But you are so, like, I know you're fucking curling your fucking toes right now out of anger. Guys, when's the last time you watched my stream and you genuinely went like, 2 years ago? Well, I appreciate you sticking around. When you were doing that K-pop thing? Should I only watch K-pop on stream? Is that where my shit's headed? I low-key laughed like 5 minutes ago. Dude, some of you guys are such liars, man. I know so many of you laughed out loud when that one person was like, I'm eating! And then I said, you go, girl. Why am I 11th? I need to change my setup, dude. This setup, it worked for one race, and then I've been struggling for the last 6 months. Oh my god. Yeah, this setup needs to go. Maybe the Mercedes is not the move. Although that setup wasn't gonna, you know... We've been asking for a K-pop night since dawn of time. I gave you guys a K-pop night like a while ago. How do we tell them it's not the Mercedes? Okay, let me figure out how we're gonna get in the same game. Okay, I have another tournament I can use.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay. Is that your number pinned? Yeah, you can call me if you have any like problems or like if you need like any housework done. Like I'll just call me and I'll come and like fix your plumbing or whatever. Okay. This is the code. And then I'll join and then you can join off me, Jake, and then we should be in there.
Do I go to worldwide or tournaments?
I don't know. I think you go to like friends.
Oh, search by code, yeah.
Or you can just join like me as a friend.
Oh, well, when I was doing that, it said that you weren't in a game. Maybe it will work now.
Where's my
Yeah,
classic?
I can see now.
Is that what I used to have? No, I used to have... Prezzo opened Twitch. What? There's a Twitch app? Okay, I used to have this. Alright, we're going back to the classic. Uh-oh, is this shit full already? Or are you in?
I think I'm in.
Do you see like a big guy with a butt chin and pigtails?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay, alright.
That's me all the way on the left.
Guys, who remembers in chat when I used to have that sub emote that was just like like HEE? Yeah. Good luck, Jake.
Good luck.
Who remembers OG Aksel bus? I remember it was a yellow school bus.
Oh my god, I haven't played this in so long.
Dude, this map, I know this sucks for you because you can't hear it, but the soundtrack on this map is hilarious because it goes like, oh, oh.
You can hear that.
It's like a bunch, it's like a manly choir going, oh.
I feel like I've never seen this map. Did they add new ones?
Oh yeah, they've been adding new ones for like the last year.
Ooh.
There's like a lot of new maps. Oh. It was Fatone. It was fucking Fatone again. I don't mean to start a witch hunt here, but it's just funny how every time I blow up or I get hit with something, Fatone is escaping from the crime scene.
Let's just say this is definitely a warm-up.
Oh no! Why is it doing that? What place are you in?
12.
Dude, I'm in 11th.
Not for long though, because I have a friend assisting me.
You're right, I wasn't 11th for long. Oh, now I'm 11th again. Now I'm 10th again.
Never mind. I'm super far behind. There's no way I'm catching up.
It's okay, you haven't played in like years.
Yeah.
Everything takes a little bit of time of getting used. Fuck. My life. Ninth. Alright, that's chill. That's chill.
Yeah, not too bad.
Oh, whatever. That was the most resigned FML I've ever heard. Should I fucking...
Yeah, I don't think it was a setup issue.
Whatever. Don't care. It was just, you know, now I'm getting used to the new one. Should I resign from streaming?
No.
Okay. Can't believe you were talking so much shit. Just wait.
Just wait till I glow up.
Well, I get knocked down.
And I get up again.
What was your favorite movie of last year, Jake?
Let me think about it.
Okay.
What was yours?
I think it was May to December, I think.
Okay.
I think.
Maybe I have to watch it then.
Fuck. Yeah, it's a great movie.
I didn't actually see that many new movies this year. All I saw was Barbie and Oppenheimer, I think. And I guess Iron Claw and I feel like there might have been another one that I'm missing. Oh, okay. This is gonna sound fucking crazy. Theater Camp.
Which one is that? I didn't see that one.
It's so funny. I thought it was really funny. It's like with Ben Platt, LMAO, and and like other people that are cool.
I have to watch it.
It's about theater camp.
Makes sense.
Yeah. No, okay, so like I thought it was really funny. The one character, I'm forgetting his name. He was in Booksmart. Somebody should know who I'm talking about in chat in a second. Let's see if anyone can say the name quickly. Please hurry up. Noah Galvin, yeah. Oh my god, dude, I love him.
Fuck.
And like I didn't think I'd like that movie that much, but my sisters really wanted to watch it with me because they said they thought I would think it was funny, and I went in with a open mind and an open heart, and I thought it was really, really fun. Wasn't necessarily like the funniest thing I'd ever seen. It was just a lot of fun.
Fuck. My goddamn fucking shit life. I can't keep doing this anymore. Yeah, no, that's I gotta check that out. I gotta watch that.
It's fun. I like musicals a lot. It's not actually really a musical, but it kind of is at the end. I like when movies have original like music in it. Oh, you're laughing at me?
No, I'm just laughing at what a fucking joke my shit life is.
Oh, I almost didn't lose that time. Oh, these people lapped me.
Yeah, I liked
What other movies did we see this year? I kind of forget.
well, there was Past Lives, there was May December, The Holdovers, there was All of Us Strangers, which like isn't really out. Like who's seen it? Like fucking 2 critics? I want to see it. It's basically a 2024 movie. Oh yeah, The Boy and the Heron. I want to watch that too. I have to go.
Yeah,
see
I
that.
haven't seen that.
Poor Things. Oh yeah, I gotta see that. I think I'm gonna see that in the next like week or 2.
Oh, also, Don't Give a Fuck, but No Hard Feelings. I also loved.
Oh yeah. I need to watch that too. On a night where
I just love Jennifer Lawrence so much.
On a night where I just want to LOL. What did you think about 1989 Taylor's Version? Because
It's terrible.
yeah.
It's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Because Prezzo was like deconstructing it on his stream.
Yeah.
He was like picking up all the little. He was like taking it apart.
I don't want anyone to hear that who's like a borderline fan. You know what I mean? Because then they'll be like, wait, this is what people are obsessed with? No, that 1989 Taylor's Version's arguably the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I listened to a few tracks off it that I remember like vividly from the original one, and I was like, oh, yeah, I don't know.
And like the vault tracks weren't even good. She just needs to quit it. Like I actually don't. I just really want her to make her own music again. I mean, new music. I'm so over it.
What is it? She still has to do like Reputation, right?
Yeah, apparently, which is so stupid because I feel like that just came out, and she's gonna completely ruin it. Sucks.
Yeah, I don't like that album to begin with. I'm sorry. I get a lot of hate when I say that, but I've listened to a few other Taylor Swift albums and I've liked them, but that one it was kind of like the shittiest one.
Musically, it's not like I like it so much because of what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's actually fucking insane how that was a comeback.
Yeah.
After going from country to pop, and I know it's pop, but like, it's just nothing like she's ever leaned into before. So it was just the coolest fucking experience to see that come out and be like, oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, I can totally understand that, but as someone that like, what the?
Yeah.
What the fuck just happened? What the fuck was that? My shit just froze and I drove off the road. The fucking.
And also the Reputation, like the concert for it was, like that's the best concert I've ever seen, for sure.
Oh yeah. You told me
Better
about
than
that.
Eras.
Yeah, it was. I re-listened to it when Prezzo listened to it on a stream. I listened to it with him, and I was like, no, I think I was valid for hating on this because like I was just never really. I wasn't there when it dropped, you know, so I wasn't
Yeah.
like I'm sure like the energy at the time contributed to it, but just like listening to it in isolation, it's like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You just had to be there for when it did come out.
Yeah, I was listening to Ninja Sex Party. Sorry. No, I was not. When did that come out? What year was that? 2017?
Yeah,
No, I was not
maybe
listening.
2018.
I was not listening to Ninja Sex Party by that point. I listened to Ninja Sex Party in like 2014. Fuck me,
Yeah.
dude.
2024, right? Yeah. Been decades.
What a joke. Trying to think of like what my favorite album last year was, but I realized I really didn't listen to a lot of new albums last year. I was just kind of.
Yeah, I don't think I did either. Like, what was my Spotify Wrapped?
I think my favorite would have to be Paramore, because that was like the best new one that I listened to. The Carly album is great, but the Paramore album is like amazing. Mitski, I listened to the Mitski album twice, and I did not go back to it. I need to listen to it again.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was I thought it was awesome.
No, yeah,
I like it. It's super chill.
I liked what I heard. I just, I don't know. I was like busy when it came out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
My favorite song from that album is The Frost.
Sugar World would be up there for me too, even though like most people hate on Sugar World. They don't get it. Do they really? Yeah, no, yeah. They like a lot of people that are into like his earlier stuff, they don't really care about Sugar World because it like part of the charm of the album is that he sings like shit. It's like the whole point of the fucking vibe. And some people, they think like he sings extra bad, like worse than normally. And they really like, they can't get past that. And then I'm on my knees, I'm begging them. I'm like, please, you just have to understand, dude. You have to understand the fucking vibe that he's going for, dude. It's shit in a good way. And then they're like, let go of my leg, get away from me. And it's just, I've given up on that conversation because it just creates nothing but discomfort in my life.
I love that. Just reading. I love artists who can't sing.
No, literally,
It's
like
funny.
sometimes it's so beautiful when they like really go for that note and they just completely miss.
That's like Young Lean kind of to me.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what we're
he
talking
cannot
about.
Sing. Oh, I thought you were saying.
Sugar World is an album that he released under his pseudonym Jonathan Lindor.
Oh.
And it was like the whole album is like based on this like Scandinavian indie rock from like the 2000s, and also like a lot of it has like a vibe of like just some guy like singing in a bar when he's like really depressed.
Yeah.
So it's like he created like this whole ambiance for the album that I think some people do not care for, which is like it's fair enough, but like I'll dick ride him until I fucking die, dude. I'll dick ride him until my heart
like,
gives out.
There's a lot, like, you have to give a lot more credit to songwriters versus performers, you know what I mean? So, and I mean, like, he's musically talented, he just is not a great singer.
I think
you think of people like Daniel Johnston, like that one songwriter
yeah.
and singer, like he doesn't have that great of a voice, but he's like his songs are all really cool.
No, I agree 100%. I would put that over like a voice any day of the week. I also think there's a lot of really talented people who are really good at singing, But what lets them down is that their influences are like some of the most like run-of-the-mill boring shit of all time. So they make really boring and just like nothing music. When they like if they were into like different shit, they could make some like something really crazy probably.
Damn, I got a bullet when I was in 10th place.
Which is why, you know, some people shine, others don't. Prizzle, you want to join the call? I see you in the race.
He's gonna say no, probably.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, I'm editing.
Right, when we get on a map that I know, I do well.
I did well. I wasn't last. Oh,
Yeah.
I was last.
Oh, you were last. Oh, I like Slow Die's new album a lot.
Oh, I listened to a few tracks off that. I liked one of the songs, and then the more I listened to, the more I was like, but I gotta listen to the whole album.
Why you got so many necklaces?
Wills,
Why
thank
got
you.
necklace?
Thank you. I also thought the Andre 3000 album was really fucking cool because
Oh, yeah.
I think it's not like the best fucking greatest new age music I've ever heard in my life, but I do think it is just so sick to actually like stand by the fact that like, you know, I've done it all. Like I don't need to keep proving myself and like, you know, getting like fucking hits or whatever. Like I'm gonna do music that I actually fucking rock with right now, even though it'll probably like alienate a lot of the people that were expecting something else.
Yeah.
And there are like a couple tracks on there that I fell asleep to when it came out.
In a good way.
But I think that's what he was going for. Like it's a crazy. No, yeah, like that's what I'm saying is that's like the whole. It's like, I mean, he even said as much. Like this is just like the music that he wants to make, and I think there's a lot of people that, you know, they made like a certain type of music earlier in their career and they saw a lot of success with it, but they're a little bit scared to like actually do what they're interested in now, because it's gonna like. They're just not going to get as many plays doing it. And then they'll just keep churning out the same sound that they used to do. But then people don't really like that sound anymore as well, because you can kind of tell that they're not really into it anymore, you know?
Yeah. You know, I met Andre 3000 once in New York City.
Really?
Yeah. He was just standing on the street, minding his own business.
Did you talk to him?
Yeah.
What did you say to him?
Just like, well, because it looked like him, and we're like, I feel like this is definitely him. It was me and Dana, and like, we think it's him, and we were kind of like listening over our shoulders, and we heard his speaking voice. We're like, okay, that's 100% Andre 3000. So we like went over to him. We're like, hey, like we love your music, and he's like, oh, thank you so much. And he had headphones on, and Dana was like, what are you listening to? He's like, oh, just some tracks I'm working on. I'm like, cool. And then we asked if we could take a picture with him, and he said yes.
Oh, that's so fucking awesome.
He was so sweet. And then like a week later, we read an article that he likes to walk around New York City to help his social anxiety.
Holy shit, dude. Me when I walk to the beach by myself and there's nobody else around.
I was like, I feel a part of this story because I was triggering his social anxiety.
What if one of the songs on his album is dedicated to you? It's about like the moment he met you.
I wouldn't be that surprised, actually.
Someone in chat brought up Tyler the Creator, and I think Tyler the Creator is interesting because, like, I wonder where he's gonna go from here, because I'm not gonna lie, if like the sound of the last album continues, I'm kind of like not interested.
Yeah, I'm kind of bored of him, to be honest.
I do think like he needs to kind of like mix it up a bit, because I think the current vibe is getting a little bit tacky, and I think he's always, you know, he's kind of always been I think what happened was what made him like really reinvent himself was the fact that when Cherry Bomb came out, everyone was like shitting on him. Everyone was like, this shit is fucking ass. And I think that really humbled him, which made him come out with Flower Boy, which like fucking completely redefined his career. And then like then he did like, you know, he did Flower Boy, he did Igor, and and those were like really well received albums because I mean they were great. And then the last one was just like, I mean it was like great production and there were some like good songs on it, but I don't fucking care about this. You know what I mean? Like I don't care about how successful you are. Like I really
I love you, Prezzo.
I really just I don't like, I don't know, like if we get like another fucking album of him just like bragging about how he's rich now and how he like flies private jets all the time, like I'm just like I don't fucking care about this. This is not why I listen to Tyler the Creator. I love you, Prezzo. Him talking about his McLarens. Yeah, dude, every fucking song. Every single song. Like, I'm happy for you, man. I'm really glad for you.
Yeah, that fucking McLaren needs to blow up.
His storytelling is insane. That's why I think people still fuck with him. No, yeah, I think most people fucked with the last album. And I mean, I did fuck with it when it came out, but like it's not an album that I don't even really remember it in the context of his other stuff. I do remember when Flower Boy came out though. That was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "Whoa." I was on a fucking field trip with my mom, dude. When that shit dropped, I was like on the bus with a bunch of middle-aged women listening to that shit. Igor's probably my favorite. I think Igor is his best album, but I think Flower Boy would be my favorite. I think Flower Boy just has that like little bit of like nostalgia and charm that I think I don't know, like I didn't get as much of that on Igor, but I do think it's his best album. I think on Igor he kind of like refined everything that he was working on in Flower Boy. But yeah, I don't know.
I've never listened to Igor.
It's great. It's really good. Wolf will always take it from me, not gonna lie. Yeah, Wolf has some great songs.
Yeah.
Cherry Bomb is like, there's some great songs, and then there's some songs that are a little bit bizarre to say the least, and some songs that aren't very good at all. So and I think what was kind of interesting about Cherry Bomb is I think he anticipated Cherry Bomb to be like a way bigger deal than it actually was, because you could, like, I watched that documentary of him making it, and you could like very much tell like he was kind of anticipating this to be like a fucking like instant classic that we would talk about for like years, which is why I think it like really humbled him when people didn't really take to it that well. Oh my god, I got 5th.
God, no, don't come in last. Oh, yes, I didn't.
Nice. Okay. Okay, we're improving.
Yep.
I think he could make another really good album with substance if he wanted to, but I don't know if it'll happen. I think one of the most important things in art is hunger. And if you don't have that hunger, you know, you could do like a million different things, but if it's partly like, I mean, I'm not gonna like call my own videos art, but it's like kind of what, it's the only way in like a creative sense where I can relate to it is, I definitely like, when I first started uploading videos and I was like making them, I was like really hungry. I was really like, I don't know, like I was really ambitious and there was like 100 things I wanted to do. And like part of the reason why I stopped uploading was just because like I just didn't have that hunger that I once had. And I think it's like a really big thing in music too, where I don't know, like, but it's also a part of life, you know. It's like we get our fucking favorite artists, and then our favorite artists are actually people that go through things in life, and their priorities change, and their focuses shift, and their interests change, and their tastes morph into something else. And sometimes we don't grow with them. So when our favorite artists get all happy and start making really happy music, all of us depressed motherfuckers are like, man, fuck this shit.
That's like, I remember when, like, the backlash Grimes faced when she put out, what's it called?
Jesus Christ.
All I can think of is Art Pop because it, like that Lady Gaga album. What's the big Grimes album?
Fuck, I
One
forgot
with
its
Flesh
name.
Without Blood. Why am I forgetting the name of it?
Dude, I can't remember it either.
Art Angels. That's why I was singing Art Pop. People like, cause she had a really big Tumblr fan base from Oblivion, specifically, and then when she made like pop music in Art Angels, people got really mad. Cause it was like happy, like some of it was really happy and poppy kind of.
That one Chance the Rapper album. I re-listened to that Chance the Rapper album recently because
Which one?
The Big Day, the one he released after the coloring book that everyone like really hated, and the one that was so bad that it basically fucking killed his career. And there was a part of me where I thought like maybe we hated this just because it was like overly cheesy, like I Love My Wife stuff with no substance. Cam, thanks to Raid. But listening back to it, I don't know what he was thinking. Like, you can tell that he just did not give a shit.
He's pretty stupid. Like,
I
don't know.
It's actually like unreal. I thought it was just because it was cheesy, but it's just such a fucking lazy album. Like, on some of the songs, it actually feels like he's giving like a big fat middle finger to everybody that's listening to it, being like, I don't give a fuck about this. Fuck you. So I like definitely understand why everyone kind of hated it. Because you can make music about how much you love your wife and have it be good, believe it or not. Like, have you guys heard Sex on Fire? I don't know if that was about their wife or whatever, but like that's like a, you know, if Chance the Rapper made Sex on Fire, I would still be listening to it to this day. But also at the same time, like, I don't really even listen to his older stuff. Like, when I put on the coloring book, I don't know, like, I can't really do it anymore. The whole, like...
Okay, also thinking about the concept of, like, the coloring book as an album just gives me the, ugh. That's so stupid.
Yeah,
Coloring book. Like, that's so gay.
My opinion on it was that I really liked it when it came out, and it was like, oh my god, I'm listening to happy music. And then now I listen to it, and I do kind of get the ick. It's kind of like,
But the thing, like, Acid Rap was a really good album, and I loved that. But the thing is, there's also a thing when artists stop doing drugs, their stuff sucks. Because I think that, like, he was doing acid when he wrote and made Acid Rap, and then he stopped doing drugs, and the music just was never the same.
Have you ever heard about how when, so like, you know, like in the mid 2000s, Eminem had like a really bad pill addiction, like super bad, and when he got off them, he forgot how to rap. Like, he had to teach himself how to rap again, which is why if you listen to his older albums, it sounds like a whole different person rapping. Some of it is a fucking stylistic choice, I won't lie, because like, I don't know, I was like bored a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I'm gonna listen to all the Eminem albums.
No, old Eminem, he's a
like,
fucking goat. Like,
yeah, no,
I loved.
He did go hard, but I wanted to like see where like the shift happened, and he like Relapse. It wasn't, I don't really like Relapse, but, or was it Recovery? No, it was Relapse, right? The one that he came back with after like years.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think Relapse was whatever. But on that album, he was like, I don't know, you could tell that he was like trying to get on his feet again, and everybody hated it. And then on Recovery is when he started doing this like, I'm angry. I'm gonna fucking yell every fucking song. Every song is gonna be like this. Every single song, it's the same fucking flow. And I sound like this. And it's like, I literally, I don't know like who let him do that. Because he could have come back normal. And ever since then, he's just been doing that fucking yelling shit over and over again. Oh god. Now he raps about Fortnite. Does he have a Fortnite bar? I know he's in Fortnite, but... Who was your favorite artist in like 2009?
2009. Huh. Probably like Chitty Bang. Do you remember that group?
No.
It's a rap duo.
What songs did they have?
Mind Your Manners.
How did that go?
Ba, 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 ba. There is no... It's like the Icona Pop remix. And then they also had the Opposite of Adults, which was like a remix of Kids.
Oh.
You definitely know him if you heard them.
No, yeah, I feel like the little melody you gave me, that sounded familiar. Yeah, I was just fucking...
I also liked a lot of dubstep in 2009, I think.
Oh yeah, I was heavy on like I think 2010, 2011 was my dubstep year. I used to have a profile picture on Facebook that said "I heart dubstep."
Wait, I want to see what the top charts were. I mean, what music was like in 2009. 2009.
I think it's I think what is kind of like a crime is the fact that in the last few years we have forgotten like how Lady Gaga, like I don't think I've ever seen a powerhouse like Lady Gaga in like the late 2000s, early 2010s. It was fucking crazy. Like, just she had like my fucking mom gagged. Like my mom was just always like talking about Lady Gaga. Like she was so fucking obsessed. I've never seen my mom do that about anyone. Like, I think at one point, literally everything I talked to my mom about was just Lady Gaga. And like when Bad Romance came out, she was obsessed with that. She was like, "Can you make that song my ringtone?" I think about her at least once a day. I will never forget like the impact that she had on the world.
White people be like,
Rah, rah, rah,
Brielle, thank you.
Oh, true. Katy Perry's debut was insane.
Was
Like, oh my god, hearing like it was so taboo. Like, oh my god, like I kissed a girl, and like it was like the most like the craziest shit ever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Katy Perry was fucking amazing too. I remember finding the music video for Firework on YouTube, and I legitimately like I cried.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was like the most powerful shit I'd ever fucking seen in my life.
But also it's the same. I feel like it was very similar with Lady Gaga, like, cause like I want to take a ride on your disco stick. Like that was crazy to fucking hear. I don't even know how old I was when that came out.
You know, my dumbass like didn't like. I remember the time where I clocked that lyric was on stream in like 2019. I didn't understand what it meant until then. Because I remember I used to do these like streams late night where I would just play music, and everyone in chat would be so hype every time every time I would like change the song, and it would be like some like classic song they hadn't heard in 10 years. And then yeah, I remember.
By the way, I still can't believe that you like the snippet of the old stream you played. Sorry,
yeah,
you can continue, but I want to talk about that in a sec.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that's when I clocked the disco stick. Yeah, I feel like it must be like pretty jarring if you haven't heard that before.
Yeah, I don't know. Your English has gotten so much better. I just didn't believe you.
Yeah.
Like that's insane.
Yeah, I think it's kind of interesting because I was like pretty good at English writing wise, you know, like I got pretty good at that when I was like 11 or 10, but then I didn't really like use English. I didn't speak it very much.
Yeah.
So when I first started like calling on Skype and stuff, I was like really bad at speaking it just because I'd never really done it before.
Did it make you like feel insecure?
Yeah, it did. It did. Because I had like, the problem was that I had American friends and I had British friends, and all of them would like constantly try to correct my pronunciations, and they would do it in different ways. So I would try to follow their pronunciations, but then by doing the pronunciation that my British friend gave me, I would piss off my American friend, and then I would switch to the American pronunciation, and then my British friend would correct me. So I was like in a custody battle. It was really
Crazy.
yeah, it was wild.
It's always so like I remember when I was in middle school, my best friend was Chilean, and he was obviously bilingual, and he was always like he would go into a different room when he talked to his mom on the phone or anything because he didn't want he was just so embarrassed that he spoke Spanish. Like he would just like hide it so much, and like we would ask him to say things in Spanish and he wouldn't do it. He's like, no.
Yeah, there's like it's kind of weird how that manifests because I've always said that I didn't change my accent on purpose, but I do think like subconsciously I tried to like conform. Even though I also and I think it's kind of stuck with me because my accent still, it's very like spongy, like it'll suck in like anything that's around it. Like if I'm hanging around with, when I was at my friend's house in the UK and I was staying with his family for a few weeks, by the end of it, I was like, there's like a lot of things I've picked up from his mom. Like I kind of like started talking like his mom a little bit in some little phrases, like you would hear it a little bit.
It's also interesting because like there's so like I watch so many like there's just so many really really good World of Warcraft players that are from some part of Eastern Europe. And since I watch, like, I go through phases where I'm really addicted to that game, so I'm watching their streams all the time, and they're also the most degenerate, so they're streaming at like all hours. And like I'll say things that relate to like World of Warcraft terms and stuff in my head, like in their accent, because that's the only way that I hear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
White people be like,
and like I'll talk to myself in those accents when I'm in those phases because those are the only voices that I'm hearing. And so it was interesting hearing you speak like that because I'm like, and then I was just thinking a lot about like I want like I think it just makes sense that your English has developed in this way because of the people that you've hung out with a lot, and how they speak and how quickly you can like catch on to the way that they speak.
I think the only thing that I consciously remember changing is that for like a really long time I couldn't do like the like the th. I would just do f, like things. Like it was just like a lot like things, or I would do like whenever that would be like like when I meant to say the, or when I would say brother, I would say brother, and like shit like that. And people started pointing it out to me, so I remember I would literally like sit down and like teach myself how to say it. But that was the only thing that I remember like actually. But it would be fucking hilarious if you just developed like a fucking Ukrainian accent. I think that'd be really funny. That'd be really good. To me, the R sound is the hardest to say in English.
Where are you from, or what's your first language?
I want to do random. English is a bizarre language. It is kind of, I don't know. Doesn't make a lot of sense going into it, but then when you do get the hang of it, it's like not the worst, I guess. It's my last round of Mario Kart if you give a fuck. I do care. I do care a lot.
I say this pretty often, but I think the worst my pet peeve with English is words that have STS in them, like chests or quests, or what are other words like that?
Yeah.
I don't know, I just feel so stupid whenever I'm like playing a game. I'm like, oh, oh yeah, there's like chests over there. It's like so repetitive and stupid.
Yeah. I think
What a weird thing to have to say.
It's kind of interesting how I didn't know that you could like, because I don't know, I grew up Estonian. I didn't know that you could grow up and not be able to roll your R's.
Oh yeah.
Because here it's like a pretty serious thing if you can't roll your R's. Like you get sent to speech therapy.
Wow.
Because it's like a pretty like, Estonians love to be like grrr in every word. So when like I remember like I don't remember, like it was in a call or something. Somebody was like, "Can you guys roll your R's?" And I was like obviously, what the fuck kind of a question is that? And then nobody else in the call could because it was just all Americans.
That's so, like that in like I remember taking Spanish class and like 75% of the kids couldn't roll their R's, and it was always a huge thing. People be like, "Oh my god, you can roll your R's?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can do that."
You know, I used to daydream every day about going to school in America. I was like, man, school in America would be so much better than school here.
Okay, honestly, public school in America was fun as fuck for me. I thought it was really fun.
Did you have a locker?
Yeah.
Dude, like I would have been so jealous of you.
And people like, this is another thing. I wonder if anyone else remembers something like this, if they had lockers. If I say butterflying your locker, does anybody know what I'm talking about? Because that was a huge thing. It's basically like when you so like you had your own lock that you got in the beginning. Okay, so nobody knows what that is. Fuck you guys. Okay, some people do, but you like if you turn, it's hard to like verbalize because it's a really confusing process. But you know how like a padlock is like separate and you like attach it on, you know?
Yeah.
So if you take it off, but then you put it on somebody's locker backwards, you have to like bend down and kind of like lift it up and go under it to kind of open it. And so that's what we butterflied people's lockers. So you would just turn it upside down so they couldn't get into their locker. It was fun. We would like walk around in hall like during lunch or stuff and just like go by all the lockers and pull on them to see if people left it on the last number of the 3-digit code. So if you could just pull it and open it. And if we found open ones, we would rummage through all their stuff, but then we'd also butterfly their locker. You're like public school is so much fun. Like you could get away with doing literally anything. And it's like because it's so hard to like expel you because like it's like they're so serious about having you have to be in school, and if you would get expelled they would just send you to a different school at least, like and there was these schools for like kids that kept getting expelled and they would put them there. It was crazy.
No, yeah, we had one of those like schools. What my school was like the receiving point of the kids that no longer needed to be in the bad kids school. So we had all the kids that like basically got out of prison, so they would come to my school and like wreak havoc.
That actually kind of happened with my school too, because which is actually really smart because there was my county, it's relatively wealthy, but there's also like some areas that are a lot less fortunate. And one thing they do that's really good is they prioritize like updates for the lower income areas, like rebuilding the schools. So some of the places in not nicer areas were getting their schools renovated quicker and new technology at their schools and stuff, which I was always like, that's awesome that they do that, because I think educational infrastructure is like super important. Um, and but also they started doing a thing where they would bring some of the kids that kept getting expelled from the lower income areas, and people who didn't really have well, they would put them in the schools that performed higher, like educationally or like test wise, whatever. And they put them in my school, so there was like a lot of kids that were very naughty that were in my high school towards the end of it, like 10th and 11th grade. We got some characters that I became good friends with, and they were really fun.
I love all of your school stories because it's always like, yeah, back in the 9th grade, like we used to just like drive the car through like a mall window and just like rob everything that was in the store. Like it was really good.
I was a crazy little kid. Like I'm not kidding. Like in my mommy review, like and it's funny because when you were talking about this earlier, like, oh, the one friend that cursed, like, and teaches you how to do that, like that one friend for me was literally the worst thing that could have ever happened to me. Like we smoked weed together for the first time when we were like 12. And when we were 13, no, when we were 12, because this was in 7th or 8th grade or something, I went to his house after school, and his parents were never home, and there was his mom's minivan in the driveway, and he just like taught me how to drive. And I didn't like, he was kind of explaining me how to drive, and he had his house was on a hill and a really steep driveway. And I didn't know that when you're driving a car, like if you don't put brakes on, then like the car still goes. You know what I mean? Like, well, I don't know if you've ever driven, but
No, I've driven before.
The motor's like always running, so if you don't hit the brakes or put it in park, the car still moves. And I didn't know that. And so when I got behind the thing and put it in drive, the car started to go forward, and it almost went down the hill. And he freaked out and put it in park, and I was like what the hell was that? And he's like, the car drives if you're not doing anything. And I was like, oh, okay. And then after that, after he taught me to drive, we were always so scared about getting pulled over when we'd take his mom's car out at night. So we would actually do this stupid thing of like putting a phone book down on the car seat to make yourself look taller, and then we'd wear like really weird hats to like block most of our faces. When we were driving around when we were like 13 years old, and we're like, and we would go to 7-Eleven parking lot where there were other people there, and just step out of the car like it was normal. Thinking back on that, it's probably a problem too, because we were like, I don't know. When you're 13, you think you look a lot older than you are.
Oh yeah, definitely. I do admit that there was, like, it is like an incredible adrenaline rush as a kid to just like do something bad. I did.
Oh yeah.
I had a couple of those friends too, where like they were a bit of the naughtier kids, and then I started hanging out with them. And I think there was like this one part where, I think this is like probably the craziest thing I've ever done in school, but it was our teacher like took us out, I don't know, like to go like around the town and just like look at stuff. It was kind of like a field trip, but it was just around our school. And my friend came to school and he had a pack of cigarettes with him, and he was like, when she takes us out, let's just fucking run away. Like, when she like takes us out of the building, let's just fucking book it and just go smoke these somewhere. And I was like, I don't know, man. And then when it happened, we just fucking ran, and I remember the teacher started fucking running after us, being like, where are you going? Like, what are you doing right now? And she gave up, and then it felt so incredible, dude. It felt like I was on the fucking run from the cops, man. I still think back to that day, because we didn't go back to like other lessons. I got in so much shit because of that, but it felt incredible while we were on the run.
Yeah.
And because like I'd been a good kid other than that, I just remember my main teacher, when she found out about it, she just sighed and she was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't know. I just like, I wanted to do it. I wanted to see what it was like.
It's also so funny, like, for some reason, we used to smoke Black and Milds and just normal, like, Backwoods and Swisher sweets, like,
Oh
the
yeah.
things that you roll blunts with. Like, we would smoke those
Mm-hmm.
without any weed in them. Like, we would have people buy them for us because we thought they were cool. But I also didn't know the difference between, like, blunts with tobacco and cigarettes. Like, I thought there was a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, this one time, I was with my brother and my cousin in New Jersey, and our older cousin had bought us grape Swisher sweets, and we were going outside, like, we were sneaking out to go smoke them.
Mm-hmm.
And my cousin brought one cigarette too, and I was smoking this Swisher sweet, and my brother lit this cigarette, and I remember looking at my brother. I'm like, "You're ruining your fucking life by taking a puff of that cigarette," because I thought that, like, when you smoke a cigarette, you immediately get addicted, and it's the end. Like that. That's how. Like, and so, like, and I was so mad at him, and I was like so pissed, but because, like, we would smoke all these other things, but I just, for some reason, thought cigarettes were actually going to like, you'd smoke it once and you're addicted for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I wish somebody told me that when I was like 6. You know, that story is actually kind of funny because we smoked that cigarette by the fucking, because we lived in the countryside and there was like no actual plumbing in some of the houses. There was like, this is actually kind of disgusting, but there was just like a big fucking hole that all the poop would go into. And like some people would cover the hole up, but some people in their backyard, they would just have a big hole that all the poop was in.
Oh my god.
But it was like the one place where like people wouldn't check. So this like neighbor girl, I was like 6, she was like fucking 13. And she had a pack of cigarettes and she was like, "Do you want to smoke one of these?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do. It's, yeah, of course." And the only place we could go where like we wouldn't get caught was the poop hole. So we I remember like literally the only thing I really remember is I don't even remember lighting up the cigarette. I just remember it smelling like shit. And like I really trying like not to gag.
Poop and cigarette smell.
What would you give cigs to a 6-year-old? Dude, crazy shit happens in those small villages, man.
I remember this girl, like this Brazilian girl, she was saying how, like, well, she told all of us when we were in so I was friends with her when I was in high school, and we were talking about like drinking and smoking and stuff, and she's like, yeah, like, I was in Brazil one summer, and when I was like 8 years old or something, and my dad was smoking, and I told him that I wanted to smoke when I was older, and then he gave me his cigarette and said, "Okay, take a puff of this." And she said, she's like, she took a puff of it and she like threw up and never wanted to smoke a cigarette again.
I don't remember what my reaction was.
I remember I thought that was like the craziest story of my life. I'm like, oh my god, like smoking is like your parent giving you a cigarette. It's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't get addicted at that point, but I would sometimes when I was bored, I would just like steal cigarettes from my mom, and I'd go like smoke. I would like steal matches we had a fireplace because it was like the only way to get heat into the house, and yeah, I would just steal matches from there. And then one time I took the box of matches to school, and my friend was like, "Do you have a cigarette?" And I was like, "No." So then we broke down the box of matches, like the paper, and we kind of like rolled it into like a cigarette looking thing, and we tried smoking the box of matches. I do think, okay, it was actually funny at the lake house though when there was like that box of like, what is it called, like okra, the dried okra.
What are you talking about?
There was like a box of like dried okra at the lake house.
Oh, for like fires?
No, like okra, like the thing. Okra.
Like,
okra? Is it okra?
OKRA?
Is it okra? What is it called? It's like the southern thing. People in the south like it. It's like the okra vegetable. Yeah.
I don't remember this from the lake house.
Dude, you missed out, man. There was like a bunch of us outside, and then one of us said, "These kind of look smokable. What if we try to like smoke this dried okra?" And then we all were trying to smoke it, and it was like the most young I felt in like fucking 20 years, dude. Trying to like light that little vegetable on fire.
I remember smoking, like, my friends and I would take printer paper, like we take paper out of the printer, and take grass and roll them up like joints and smoke them. Grass and printer paper.
Was Steph Papa's there for that? Low key, she's the one that suggested it, but you didn't hear it from me.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, she was.
Where the fuck was I during this?
I don't
much
know.
happened there. I don't really remember.
I don't know. I just remember. I think Trevor was there. I think it might have been me, Trevor. I think Chibley was definitely there. Chibley, dude, I know Chibley lit that shit up, dude. I know Chibley was first in line for the okra blunt.
The one thing I remember about Trevor during that trip was he was always looking for something.
Oh yeah, I felt bad for him. He did not get to rest even a second.
Like, okay, also to the people in chat, like, that trip was genuinely a movie.
No, it
like,
wasn't insane.
Like, there was so much drama, so much shit happened, like,
Yeah.
there was so much going on all the time. It was definitely could have been filmed, and, like, a massive amount of people would be interested in it. It was crazy.
We could have sold, like, the movie rights to it. Like,
Yeah.
It was actually crazy. I think it was, like, definitely one of the most memorable, but also, like, one of the most exhausting weekends of my entire life, probably.
Yeah. I remember getting back and I didn't want to talk to anyone for like 3 days.
Yeah, there was that moment where we got back and like the whole house was just quiet for like a day and a half.
I remember we went to that like bowling place like 2 days after where Wilbur Soot was there, right?
Yeah.
And like I was still kind of like worn out and like just like didn't really want to talk to anyone during it. And like but then I think towards the end of that was when I was coming out of the rut of that. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that was I think we broke the ice after that. It was
Yeah.
But I think we all were just kind of but you know, it was I look back on it fondly now, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Plus, the view was crazy. The view, I missed the view so much.
Like, it was actually such a beautiful, like, property, and and also getting, like, behind the scenes, guys, getting that fucking house was the biggest headache I've ever gone through in my entire life. Like, apparently you have to be 25 years old to get an Airbnb, in Texas, and I think a few other states, and, like, the people, I like, was going back and forth with a guy like being like, look, I turned 25 at the end of this year. I'm 24 and like I promise you nothing's gonna happen. And he's like, well, like the last time we let somebody under 25 rent the house, there was like $10,000 in property damage. And I'm like, I genuinely don't think we could do that if we tried. So and he was like, we're going out on a whim letting you do this, and then like we did it, and he left me such a stellar review. He's like these are like, I would rent to them again in a heartbeat and everything. So
I think the funniest part was because he asked for everyone's names who was staying on the property.
Oh my god.
We gave him like a bunch of made up names, and for me, you Googled an Estonian last name, and when I saw my name on the list, I started fucking crying laughing. Because I was like,
yeah,
it says really Googled Estonian last name.
I was like treating it like I had to make it as realistic as possible. I went through and I had to go through every potential person that was gonna show up, because I sent the invite out to like a bunch of people who were like, yeah, I'll come by, like a bunch of people who lived in Austin. I was just throwing it out to people, including like Steph Papas of all people. Like I was really just throwing out the invite to anyone, and so I had to account for that as well in the reservation. So I just like I spent like maybe an hour like drafting a bunch of names for people and coming up with a little story to them and making relationships between the people, because I told the person that it was a grad party. Look, guys, I went way too deep with this. Like I said it was like a like it's a bunch of grad school friends who are starting a business together in Austin because we just graduated, and it's a lot of like a few married couples and parents and their sons, and so I had to make all those relationships involved. Oh my god, it was too much. I really wanted that house. I wonder if I could find the Google Doc actually.
Names. I just remember another funny thing was you listed Drew as like a fucking 34-year-old. You put like ages
I was thinking
for
of
everybody.
people who could pass for older.
Oh god. And I do remember like on the way there. Well, I think me, Trevor, Chibley, and Prezzo were late because we went to like a food court because we were hungry.
Yeah.
But I remember when you guys were about to arrive, I was like imagining like the owner being there and asking to see everyone's fucking IDs and like you immediately getting caught. And I was like fantasizing about how insane that would be, where you have to explain like, yeah, we're actually we're not actually all 40 years old.
If I go to the reservation, I could find it.
I left my favorite shirt there and the iconic pink bucket hat, and I didn't realize until I was back in Estonia.
Oh my god. Wait, in Austin or?
The lake house.
Oh.
It was like this really cool shirt with Jesus on it, and I left it there. It was really heartbreaking.
There are shirts that I have fond memories of that just disappeared, and I wonder if I had just left them in places.
Yeah, I think what happened to me was...
Oh my god, I found all the names!
Yeah?
Yeah. Wait, where... Oh. Wait, I don't know if this is your real last name or the fake one.
Wait, put it in chat. No.
Okay. I said Aksel Sepp, S-E-P-P. I said he was 24. I said Trevor. I don't know if some of these people are their real last names, but I said Trevor, 33. Nick, I said was 26, and Mikhaili, I said was 24, and I made their last names the same. Oh my god. I said Prezzo was 26. God.
Wait, can you put in chat what you put for Prezzo's last name? I'm curious. I can tell you if it's the
I
real
think
one or
that's
not.
his real one. Let me see.
It's like kind of like his real one, but it's not. It's like not at all.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was like I do remember just putting that whole. That was really funny. That whole time.
Trevor was the oldest. He was 33. The next oldest person was 32.
Trevor being 33 is fucking hilarious.
This is what I said. Maximum, because she was also concerned about a number of cars. And so I said maximum of 5 cars. I want to stress to you that this group of people is not even capable of doing $50,000 worth of damage to property. Even if we tried, it's not in our nature. We're kind of just a group of nerds. LOL. I totally understand. I am so sorry. You had this experience. My family had. Oh, okay. Where's the thing where I said about like?
A group of nerds. LOL.
Oh, I remember I got kind of pissed at her. Because they accepted like I put the reservation in and she accepted it.
Mm-hmm.
And then on May 17th, a month before the date I picked, she messaged me being like, "Oh, I just reviewed it and you're not 25, so we have to cancel." And that's when I went crazy with her.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, this is our story for being there. The reason for this trip is to celebrate a family friend of ours' acceptance into master's program at UT Austin. It'll be 12 adults max, the youngest of the bunch being 23. Most of us are college graduates not looking to party, rather relaxed by the lakes, and of course it'll be family oriented with a few of our fathers joining us for the celebration.
Oh my god, that's so fucking insane. Oh god. It would be so funny if they saw like the Love Island thing we did like on the internet and they're like, isn't that our fucking property?
Literally no one got their masters. I made that up.
Oh my fucking god. I also think like that trip is really unique because I genuinely like I think there's more chance of aliens making contact with us in the 10 years than it is like all those people being together in like the same place again. It was like a very like
Yeah.
It was like a huge just like everything kind of lined up. Like fucking Drew Phillips pulled up. Like that's kind of insane.
And Drew's hometown friend Tag.
Yeah. One of the things I really remember is Drew had this insane fucking vape. When you would pull it, like I remember we were in the pitch black, and when you would pull it, it would just light up the whole fucking road.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I don't know what fucking brand that was, but it was actually like it was one of the most insane things I've ever seen.
Also, thinking about the sleeping arrangements is really funny. Like I remember the room that Drew and Tag slept in was with like two people that just should have never slept in the same room. Like it just was so random.
Yeah. It's crazy that this year it's gonna be 2 years from it.
That is fucking crazy.
Time flies. I guess it's okay to talk about because Trevor's talked about it on his stream. But one of the days, me and Trevor did shrooms, and I remember at one point I was like really into the idea of like we got to be connected with nature because we're at this like cabin in lakeside, and it was like we really need to like immerse ourselves. Like we need to leave the cabin and we need to go walk in like the tall grass. And he was like, I don't know, man. And then I remember like I dragged him down the steps, and Shibley was with us. He didn't do it, but he was just kind of like hanging out with us. And we like went to walk in the tall grass, and then the tall grass was just fucking like mud. It was just mud, and it was disgusting. And we started like getting stuck, and I was like, oh my fucking god. And there was like mosquitoes everywhere, and it was like the biggest fucking nightmare of all time.
Yeah, I remember surrounding the lake was a bunch of really gross mud. The lake was not that. It was kind of gross.
Yeah, it wasn't great. The only thing I loved about the lake was that there were little turtles swimming around, and I've never swam.
Yeah.
I've never swam amongst turtles before.
But I remember the water was just so fucking warm.
I also remember when we told Steph that we were doing shrooms, she started sending me pictures of me with a really long beard. Like I remember looking down at my phone, and she sent me like that picture that her and I took, and she had made my beard really fucking long.
But no, I think I did that and told her to send it from her phone because I thought it would be funnier coming from her or something.
Or
maybe we were all face-apping pictures and then she did it or something.
Yeah, I just remember receiving it, and I was like, what the fuck? Is that real? You know, one of my favorite things about Austin was when we would walk to the park near our house, and we would just like sit in the darkness and hit your jewel.
Oh yeah.
Those were good.
That was a nice park. I liked that park.
Yeah, that was a chill park. I'm glad that we had at least like some kind of park near us.
Yeah.
And also like that one time we went through the drive-through. I forgot what we were getting. I don't know if we were getting like ice cream or something, but I remember that being really funny.
Yeah.
The first time I
Dairy
hit
Queen, probably.
yeah, the first time I hit a jewel was at the library. Dude, I would call the librarian on you
Yeah.
if I saw somebody hitting the jewel in a place of learning. Do you still jewel?
Yep.
Nice, man. You and I, we're old nicotine hounds.
Yeah. We didn't. Everyone always acts like. People are like, oh, you still like, not the way that you just asked it. They ask it more of like because I guess like jeweling used to kind of be trendy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so people are like, oh, you still jewel, and I'm like, yes, I still use Juul, but it's way more about I'm still addicted to nicotine. You know, I never did it because it was like cool to do it.
No. I did it because it was cool to do it, and then and then I just kept doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of started that way, but I was on the Juul boat a lot longer than most.
Yeah. You know, I'm like I only let smokers into my life. They're the only people that understand me.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
If I'm on like Tinder and the smoking thing is never, I swipe left immediately. I don't care. Like
Yeah, I can't like people put never for like all of those things. It's a little bit ridiculous. I put sometimes for all of them. Yeah, I put sometimes for all of them because I don't know, maybe sometimes I'll do everything.
yeah, like I don't know, like maybe you could be the person to convince me.
Yeah.
It's I don't even remember like what I because I reinstalled my shit recently and I looked at like what I had listed as my interests and I was like, Jesus Christ, dude! Like I had wine as one of my interests, and I had like I forgot what else I had. Well, I definitely had movies because I have to have that. That's like my only personality trait.
Oh my god, I actually recently started using all the dating apps again, Hinge, and Hinge included, which Hinge is still my favorite. I think it's the most fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to this guy, and he the languages he had listed that he spoke were English, Russian, Turkish, and Spanish. And I was like, that's very, like I really wanted to know why those 4 languages, because it just like it wasn't making much sense to me. I'm like, yeah, just the combination was weird. So like I messaged him. Well, we were talking for a while, and then I started asking him so many questions about the languages. I'm like, okay, so like I could kind of like I understand. No, I was like, I don't understand. Like I'm trying to make the connection. Like maybe your parents are from a certain place, whatever. And he told me everything, like why he spoke those languages. But I think the most fascinating thing was that his mom lives in I don't want to butcher the pronunciation, but it's that country that begins with a like Kosovo. Kosovo. That's the place that's used to be like, or is next to Serbia.
Yeah. They got independence
Okay.
like recently.
Yeah.
A few years ago.
His mom lived there, and his reason for knowing those languages were that he lived in lived in all those places. But then I kept asking, like, I'm like, okay, so wait, why did you live in why'd you live in Turkey, and then he also lived in Russia, and then why do you know Spanish? And he stopped replying to me because I was asking too many questions.
No, dude, I had a person
Sucks.
exactly like that where like I was kind of starting to piece together, like I think she was like the daughter of like a foreign ambassador or something, because
Yeah.
she had lived in like DC and Paris and like Brussels, and I was like, this is like really like interesting. So I kept like pushing her about it, and like I could tell that
Yeah.
eventually she just did not want to talk about it anymore.
It's also annoying, like somebody's like, I would be flattered if somebody was asking me that many questions.
Yeah, but then at the same time, when like someone keeps asking me what I do for a living, I'm like, oh, you know.
True.
I also, dude, I have this one girl that keeps fucking super liking me, like every few months. She's like, she super likes me, and I'm like, and then it's like every time I'm like, I know what you're trying to do. Like I'm like, I'm not like an idiot. Like you wouldn't be fucking super liking me if you didn't know who I was.
I have a person that I've seen on opening my also, it is crazy when Tinder first came out, you could be underage and use it.
Is that real?
Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm like 99% sure you could be
Damn.
like, because I was 15 when I first downloaded my Tinder. That was when it like first came out though.
Mm-hmm.
But it only let you see other people who are under 18, obviously.
Right, yeah.
But I also can't remember if that was just a trick because my Facebook was a lot older. I don't really remember what it was, but
Yeah.
I was very young when I first got on Tinder. But I also remember it very, very vividly, the lunchtime in high school when everyone was downloading Tinder. And anyways, I have been steadily matching with this one person since I was probably 17 or 16 years old. And I've like the last time I matched with them was probably 2 months ago. Like
Yeah.
I just always see him on every different app, and I always match with him, and I always message him, and he doesn't respond. And he'll always match me back. And I think the last time I think the last time I matched with him, I messaged him and I was like, is this a joke at this point? Like, I don't understand why you've never fucking said a word to me. And we've been matching for almost a decade at this point. And I don't know who it is. I'm like, I have no like, it's insane.
I have a few people like that. I actually, you know, I had one like that recently where this one girl always likes me on Bumble, and I was like, you know what? I never matched because she seems like an insane capitalist. Like, is she just like, she has like business school and she's like, she has like financial independence and shit, but she listens to Dean Blunt. So I'm like, this is kind of insane. But I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll match. I'll finally match. Let's see what happens. And she just didn't message me. It just expired. And I'm like, wait, this has been leading up. I gave you a chance after like a fucking 6 months, and it just nothing happened.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's crazy that she listened to Dean Blunt. No, I kind of matched because I wanted to ask her, like, how did this happen? But yeah, I have a few of those where they just every app it's like an instant match, but just nobody fucking says anything.
Yeah.
And also the worst part was realizing, like, I don't know, I read like Estonian Twitter sometimes because I'm bored, and a lot of it is just like people like venting about like drama in their lives. It's like a pretty small place. And then I slowly start to realize, like, what the fuck? I've matched with like half these people on Tinder. like all these like familiar people start popping up like in my like recommended feed, and I was like, dude, what? This country is actually so fucking tiny. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm like worried that like I've already matched with like every possible person. Like, I don't think there's anyone left. So then when like I run out of people, I fucking increase my range, so I start getting the country girls, the like farm girls and stuff. And they always got like some fucking anti-vax shit or like something like homophobic. Dude, most insane thing I ever witnessed. Some girl had the fucking swastika as one of her pictures on Tinder. And I was like, what? It was like a dog in The Sims 4 and it had a swastika on it. And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
I was like dumbfounded. I was like, how the fuck is that like allowed? So yeah, welcome to Estonia, everybody.
Estonia moment. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. I think the craziest people I've ever seen on Tinder was actually when I was in Budapest. saw the weirdest profiles and the strangest people.
Estonia does have some fucking crazy ass profiles. It is so fun to get the free Bumble trial and then change your age range to 45 plus and see how many old men swipe you. I definitely at one point did put my age range to like 60 just to say if I have any like pull with the MILFs and stuff. But I got scared. I got scared that maybe
My age range is all the way to the max.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever talk to them? The old people?
Yeah.
I just like I couldn't imagine like actually committing to it. I think it would like freak me out. I'd be like, this is insane.
Yeah.
Saw a profile with a guy holding a baby, and then the next pic was him doing coke. I did match with a mom once. She was like my age. And then I did like think about like, am I ready to be the father that stepped up? I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know. So then we never talked.
Yeah, this is crazy, but I matched with somebody on Hinge or something, and he had 2 kids. He had obviously was married to a woman and then divorced later in life, and his kids were like teenagers, I think. And I talked to him for a little bit, but I was not ready to be the father that stepped up.
Yeah. It's kind of like I don't know. I nowadays I literally just swipe based on music taste. I literally I don't give a fuck about anything else. I just want them to have good music taste.
I swear, like this is so serious, but I genuinely, like I just don't like profiles that you can tell they're trying like so damn hard. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like I just I definitely prefer. I don't know. I just get pissed off sometimes when I see a profile and I'm like, this person really thinks that everybody wants to match with them. You know what I mean? Like they think that they're too good for this app and they're like, yeah, everyone's gonna match me. This is my like awesome profile, but I'm like, you don't get my swipe. Like I'm not buying it.
I love the people when you match with them and you can tell like this is their first time on a dating app because they're like kind of formal.
Yeah.
They're like kind of like at this point like I don't give a shit, dude. I message people I'm like, what's up? What's up? Fucking I because when I fucking started with that shit, I definitely like it's kind of awkward at first. You don't really know how to talk to these people. It's like a fucking weird situation because you've never like I don't know been in that fucking moment yet. But now I'm just
I
like
hate when people are like the first thing they say is like, oh, how was your day?
oh yeah.
Do they ever do that to you? Like hey, how was your day?
Oh yeah,
I remember
yeah.
I matched with somebody and like at night I was like swiping when I was in bed and then I woke up like 2 days later I checked it again and the person had messaged me after they matched with me. They said, hey, what's up? How's your day? And I just messaged back. I was like, it's probably boring. Like I don't know. Probably sucked, but
I've had a few people do the thing where it's like rate your week from 1 to 10 and then I just say like 4. I just reply with 4 and that's it. I will say though, I think the biggest benefit I've gotten out of dating apps is now I know like a lot of really good wines because that's what I would do for a while. I would just like every date would be like a fucking wine night and they like people would put me onto their favorite wine and now I could like tier list all of these fucking different wines that I had. One of them was really good. It like changed my life.
Yeah, I don't know shit about wine, and once I had somebody over for a date and I was like they're like, oh do you want to, or I said like, do you want to come to my house and just drink wine and talk? And like, yeah, sure. But then when I went out to buy the wine, I'm like, what the fuck wine do you buy when you want we're having a date. So I went to the guy at the counter, and obviously I didn't want to just expose my sexuality. So I was like, oh, I have a girl coming over, and what do you think a good wine is? It's our first date. I don't really know her, and he recommended me a wine, and it was really fucking good. I don't remember what it was called or anything, but like now I know to trust those people that work at the wine stores because they do have good recommendations if you give them a specific situation you're about to go into.
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember the name of the wine that I really liked, but I if I see it in the store, I recognize it immediately because I think it's like a German wine in a blue bottle, and it's fucking. It was really good.
It's kind of fucked up how much, like the other night when were we on stream when we were playing? Yeah, we were playing Lethal Company with Hunter and Prezzo, right?
Yeah.
And I was drinking wine, and I hadn't drank wine, like I haven't opened a bottle of wine to myself in a long time. And I remember after pouring the first glass, like, and then looking at how much I poured, it was like half the bottle, and I was like, damn, like you have to drink a lot of this shit.
I'm literally like 2 glasses in, I start like snorting when I laugh.
But it's like 2 glasses of wine is almost a full bottle, right? Kind of.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah.
I remember like when I went to Europe for the one big trip that I went on, to pregame, we would just buy each of us would buy a $5 bottle of wine and drink the whole thing.
I gotta try
That
boxed
would
wines
usually
more.
last
I
us.
just every time I get a boxed wine, I get a headache every single time.
Yeah, I used to drink bagged wine. That was a big thing in high school because it was really cheap.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. Because it's like, I don't know. I enjoy the convenience of a boxed wine, but it's literally like I think there's maybe been once in my life where I haven't gotten a headache from it. Plus, when you have boxed wine, you can just go to the fridge and put your mouth under the tap and drink a little.
Yeah.
It's like a fun little game.
Oh my god. I remember when I had my college apartment, I had this one thing of boxed wine in my fridge for so fucking long. And it just sat there and rotted.
How old were you when you first got drunk?
I mean, I don't really know, because, like, you know what? At least in, like, so the drinking culture in America is a lot different, right? It's like, it really is like it really is like cool to be drunk and have alcohol and stuff. So like when you're young, I mean, for me at least, you faked it a lot. You had to like pretend you were super drunk even though you weren't. So like I don't really know the first time I was drunk, because like we would score like a water bottle full of vodka between like 7 people, and we'd all take little sips, and like we'd all be like, oh my god, like, oh yeah, I'm feeling it, like I'm kind of drunk, but you'd have to exaggerate that a bit because you want it to be cool and fit in, kind of.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. I feel like, so I have no idea the first time I was really drunk.
When did you start like being around alcohol?
Probably when I was like 13.
Yeah. I think I don't really remember the age I was, but I do remember the first time I got drunk. I think I might have been like 16.
Yeah, I feel like when I was like 16 or 15 was when I was like when I first like actually got drunk.
The crazy thing is though, it's like I started late by like everyone else's standards here, because like everyone in like all my friends had already gone like shit faced when we were in like the 6th grade. Like it was like, which isn't great. But yeah, I started late because growing up I was just always like really scared of alcoholics. Like I grew up around alcoholics, and I was just like, oh, if that's what I turn into, then like I don't want to do it. And then I think, yeah, the first time I got drunk, it was like an amazing night. And then I was like, it's always gonna be like this.
Yeah. No, I think that definitely affected me as well, and I think that's why, like, because I didn't really want to drink, but I had to be cool in order to.
Yeah.
So that's why I would kind of fake it a little bit. And I mean, I've never, like, I've literally never been a big drinker. Like, even I mean, over Christmas, I didn't even drink when we went to the family things just because, like, I don't know, I don't really care for it that much. But when it's like a very chill and relaxed situation, it's fine. But
Yeah, I'm the same. I sometimes go like fucking 6 months without drinking and I don't even think about it.
yeah, that's like me. I'll go like a really long time without drinking.
And then like it's kind of like I remember alcohol exists, so I drink like a few times in the space of like a week and a half, and then I forget about it again.
Yeah.
Because I think another thing is also like I don't know if there's ever been a single time where I've been like the really drunk friend. I'm always the friend that's like not that drunk so that my friends can be like really drunk. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I do kind of enjoy taking like that maternal role on a night out where I hold my friends and I make sure that they're okay and I baby them a little bit. But I don't know if I've ever really been the friend that like needed help.
I think that only happened to me once, and I like I know, and I mean, but drinking has changed so much. But it was like this when I was in um probably like a freshman in college or something. I like went out. We like came home for Thanksgiving or whatever, and everyone goes out, and so I was with my high school friends again, and I wanted to kind of like, you know, impress everyone. You're back. You're a college kid now, and so I drank like so much, and that was the first time I blacked out, and like, and I just remembered like going back to this girl's her parents lived in DC and they had an apartment, and we like went back to their apartment, and like the next thing I remember I was on the balcony of their apartment throwing up on myself, and I was like, okay, yeah, it's never happening again.
Yeah, I've never gotten that far. I've only thrown up from being hungover once. I've gone.
Yeah, I've never thrown up from being hungover, but I've thrown up from being drunk 3 times, I think.
I think what stops me from that happening is I'm like an insane lightweight. I'm like a really big lightweight. If I haven't drank in a while and I drink one beer, I'm like already tipsy as fuck. Like I can never be that like guy where I'm just like, oh, I'll casually drink one beer because I know if I drink one beer, I'll feel it.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's like stopped me. But I like one of the nights where I got really drunk. I think I streamed that night, and it was like that night where I drank a whole bottle of tequila by myself. And it was like the day before the fucking Voros twins thing. That night I realized there's a point of drunkenness where every alcohol, like every little bit of alcohol goes down so fucking easily that you really like, it's super hard to keep track. And like, it's really hard to like manage yourself. And that's like, I think what's like, I don't often get to that part, which is why it's like really easy for me to police myself. But that night I drank that whole bottle of tequila like it was fucking nothing. And that's when I realized like that can happen.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, the few times where I've gotten sick from drinking, it was always ended like that, where I'm like, I just like I'm not really paying attention to what I'm drinking. I'm just drinking anything, and it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And that's the other. It's like when I'm mixing all those liquors in my stomach, like I'll have a, even just like I'll be pretty drunk and I'll be standing with people at the bar, and then I'll be like, oh, like, they're like, oh, do you want to try this drink I just got? I'm like, yeah, and I'll have a few sips of that, and then a few sips of somebody else's, and you're just not thinking that, yeah, those sips do actually have some value to them. Like, there's alcohol in that.
Do you have a favorite cocktail?
Moscow Mules.
Really?
Yep.
I had those once. They were pretty good. I like them.
I love ginger beer so much. I love ginger flavored anything.
I really love a Long Island iced tea because with those I can just get one of those and I'm like set for the night, dude. I'm like,
yeah, that's my problem with Long Island iced tea is I got really sick when I like that was one of the times where I got way too drunk, was when I was bowling. I was out bowling with friends.
Yeah,
and
that's the first
and
time I had
kept drinking
one too.
Long Island iced teas, and I got way too drunk.
They are just so like they really pack a punch, dude. They're crazy.
Yeah.
Like the last time I drank one, I went out to dinner with a friend, and I got a Long Island iced tea. And we were supposed to go on like a whole like pub crawl, and that Long Island iced tea got me so fucked up that I was like, I don't know if I can go out tonight. I was like, I just want to like sit somewhere and just like watch a movie or something. Yeah, I love a good mojito. I love pina coladas. I actually also really enjoy.
Yeah.
I honestly
also obviously margaritas are always
oh
really
yeah,
good.
a good strawberry margarita. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I think that might be the best one, honestly. And I tried to like espresso martinis for a long time, but I think the fucking taste of coffee is just too much in that.
My sisters love espresso martinis. I've never tried. Actually, maybe I've had a sip of one, but I kind of like I don't like coffee and alcohol.
I do love just drinking beer though. I think that's like
Yeah.
it's so fun when someone's like, "Do you want to drink a beer?" And
Yeah.
you both just have a beer in your hands, like,
It also just genuinely tastes really good to me.
oh yeah, same. Like
It just like I love bubbly drinks, and beer is just so, it has so much carbonation in it.
have you tried many IPAs?
No, and that's the thing that I need to like acquire that taste. But because when a beer is really hoppy, it kind of throws me off, and I'm like, I don't really like this.
The problem with IPAs is it really feels like playing Russian roulette, because you'll get some really good ones, but like I was I think it was like right before New Year's Eve. I was out, and we got a bunch of IPAs. Like the restaurant had its own IPA, so we tried a bunch of them, and one of them literally tasted like someone vomited in the bottle. Like it was so fucking bad. Like one of the people I was with, he took a sip, and he literally went like, oh, I don't like that at all. And that's like a guy that drinks everything. You know what I mean? Like that's a fucking like tank. And so it was really awkward because we got 3 bottles of them, and then like we had to get another bottle just because it was undrinkable. But I do feel like when I'm drinking a beer, I'm like fulfilling my destined role in society. Like I was meant to be doing this as a man, you know? Instead of like being like bisexual on Twitch, I should have just been drinking a beer this entire time. Yeah, I'm like yeah, wine and beer are my main ones.
Agreed.
I think
Well, I don't know. I'm not like a big wine person, but I think I need to turn into one more because I enjoy wine drunks. Like I've never had a bad one.
My brother-in-law is planning to invite me to a whiskey and sauna night, which means we're gonna be like standing around butt naked drinking whiskey.
Nice.
Which I don't really like whiskey, but you know, it's like, you know, for the culture, I guess.
True. Ugh, like wait, imagine taking shots at this age.
Oh,
Ugh.
fuck no, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I just always look like such a dork when I take shots because I take the shot and then it's in my mouth and my cheeks are kind of puffed up because I'm like trying really hard to not vomit. And then and then I take the chaser, and then I'm like, well, and then it takes me like 15 seconds to get a shot down.
Self-proclaimed free thinkers when Moo Moo Meadows comes on. Literally everyone votes for it.
Did you see all those people on the fucking on the Twitters being like, "Oh, the cow was so cute," and I'd never noticed the cow until now in the thumbnail.
It's so cute. Reminds me of Harvest Moon.
Sorry for calling it the Twitters. I was doing that ironically, but it came off as too unironic. Recently, I've been really getting an urge to like maybe get my license.
You should.
Because I want to drive, like, I want to, when I have like a mental breakdown, I just want to drive into like the middle of a field and just sit there for a second. And I don't have that luxury. Like right now, I would have to take like a bus. And then I have to like walk from the bus stop. Like that. By that point, I'd already be happy. Like I need to like get to that field as soon as possible.
Yeah, I used to have like a relatively like a 2009 Jeep Grand Cherokee, which was like a big, like it was a bigger car.
Mhm.
And when my grandma died, her car, she had like a pretty relatively new, but not that new. I think like 2014 or 15 Toyota Camry that had just been sitting in her garage that no one had, because she got it when she was way too old. Like I don't know why they got it. Because she just got it and then just couldn't drive like a month after buying it. And so when she died, I mean, everyone else, no one else lives around here, and I was the only one to be like, yeah, I'll take that car. So I sold my Jeep and took that car, and I like the Camry, but like recently, all I've wanted again was like a car a little bit bigger, because when I had the Jeep, I like would drive, like I would drive all the way down to this there's this farm area near me that has like a lot of like really big open fields and a lot of unoccupied land that you could just drive on and stuff. I used to do that a lot at night. It was so fun. But I can't really do that in the car that I have right now.
Yeah, I think just being able to drive gives you so much fucking freedom.
Yeah. I love having my car everywhere. Like I don't go out that much to things anymore, but like when I went, because I went to the Taylor Swift concert, I went 2 nights in a row, and like yes, I could have taken public transportation and like public transportation as in New Jersey Transit train all the way to fucking Newark, which was like an hour and a half. But I'm like, I can't imagine being at a crowded Taylor Swift concert without having my car. Because, like, I just need that escape, you know? I need to have somewhere to, like, if something really bad happened, I would want to be able to just run to my car and leave. So I drove both
White people
nights
be
there
like-
and just didn't drink, which wasn't a problem. But I need a car is like such an escape thing for me, and I always have to have that with me.
Yeah, I think that's what really sucked in Austin for me, was like I felt stuck because I either had to like pay a crazy Uber fee, or I had to like ask you guys as like a little kid. I had to be like, "Can you drive me here?
Yeah.
Can you drop me off here and then pick me up later?" Terry Berry, thanks for the sub. Yeah, I think I don't know. Yeah, okay. Here's the thing: is I'm in the middle of a feud, and it's really not a feud. I'm just passively being fucked, and I'm taking it. But this like guy with a huge BMW SUV, I have a parking spot in front of my building, and this guy at one point randomly just decided that it was his, and I was just kind of like, oh, okay then, because I don't have a car. But now it's really annoying when someone comes to my house and they want to park somewhere. That fucking guy in his BMW is there, and then I sent my landlord a message, and I was like, this guy in a BMW is occupying my parking space, and she was like, yeah, we'll have them look into that. And it's been like months, and that fucker is still there.
Oh my god.
Like, I'm about to start keying that fucking car, dude. I'm about to fucking slash the tires. Like, I'm gonna fucking, I just don't know how you can do that. No, I'd never key their car. Imagine though.
You know, I've slashed somebody's tires before.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Why?
I just wanted to be rebellious.
Good for you.
It felt pretty cool, but retrospective, pretty fucked up because it was a random person's car.
Yeah, that is fucking insane, dude.
I was like 15 years old, and we were just out and about, and I was like, in the middle of the night, obviously, and I was like, oh, this would be so cool. And we did it.
Like, I probably had like the worst day of his life.
Yeah.
That's insane. And you didn't get
But
caught?
I mean, don't knock it till you try it, you know? It felt really good. And it made me think to the future, like, if somebody ever wrongs me slashing a tire, it would take the steam out. Like, if I fucking hated somebody and I knew where their car was, I would do it again. It felt great.
I can't have that fucking rebellious moment, because if I did that right now, there would be articles written about how the 30-year-old Estonian influencer is going around slashing people's tires.
Yeah, also there's too many people have access to security cameras now. I feel like I did it right before like Ring doorbell came out, so nobody had cameras.
I'm gonna put a Ring doorbell on my car door so that if you try to slash the tires, you're gonna get caught. Holy shit. Wow, I didn't finish last. Alright, we'll do a couple more. We'll do a couple more and then get out of here. So let's make these good. Fucking, I don't want to play any of these maps, dude.
I just saw the Eiffel Tower and thought it was beautiful.
I mean, it is quite gorgeous. I was gonna smash someone's windows like last month, but we ended up making up, sadly. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what the most property damage I've caused someone is. And it's really myself.
Yeah.
I've just caused myself property damage, I think. I don't know if I've Actually, one time when I was like 6, there was like this glass pane in this guy's backyard, and I was like running around his backyard. I broke into it. I climbed like a fence, and I saw this huge glass pane, and I threw a rock at it because I just wanted to see what would happen. And
There's nothing like being a boy and discovering shattering glass.
No, literally, it was like really, it was really fun. I probably like ruined his fucking house, you know, refurbishment or whatever, but I needed that. That was like a core memory for me, you know. I needed that for my character to develop. I threw a chair at a motherfucker once.
I just called the police on you.
No, literally, I would definitely like contact some kind of authority. Fuck.
People are very dramatic about car accidents. Like fender benders, you know, like ones that don't really matter.
Yeah.
Like they're like, if you just like tap somebody's car, like why do you have to get your insurance and all that shit? Like if there's a small scratch, like I don't give a shit. It's like, whatever.
It gives the car character. It makes it so much cooler when it has a big fucking hole on the side of it. No, I think the first thing I'm gonna do when I get my license is I'm gonna start tailgating people really aggressively. Just cause like I only like learned what tailgating was like a few years ago, and ever since then I've been like really fascinated by it as a concept. So I think I'm gonna give that a try. Get LED high beams. Oh my god, dude. I'll get like, I'll buy like a truck and I'll put like fucking 20 lights on it. They're all like really bright. Like those videos, the world's fucking brightest flashlight. I would report you to the police. The police in Estonia are actually fans, okay? They would not give a shit. They would say, "Well done, son."
Let's go, 4th place.
I was 5th. Get a loud ass car too. Dude, that's the one thing I fucking despise, dude. When they fucking make their car really loud. Same with motorcycles, man. I think motorcycles need to shut the fuck up. It is ridiculous, dude. When they got like those fucking old ass motorcycles, I literally like, I want to like throw a rock onto the road so they crash because it's so fucking annoying. Like they come out of nowhere and I literally like, sometimes I'm like sitting in a cute cafe with my friends and we're trying to have a conversation and some fucking stupid biker drives by with his fucking... Ugh. It's fucking gross.
Have you ever rode on the back of a motorcycle?
I have, yeah. I think my friend's dad used to be a part of a biker gang.
Cool.
I think he like beat people up.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, he was chill. He would buy me burgers sometimes.
Motorcycles are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're cool. I bet they're really cool if you're riding on it, but when you're like
But
the
if you
guy,
don't die on it.
yeah, when you're like the guy that is like really fucking depressed and is just trying to enjoy a meal on the side of the
Yeah.
road. My dad had a fucking Vespa, dude.
Queer coded.
No, I'm telling you, dude, it was gay as fuck. Everyone in my school thought it was gay too because it was red. It was a red Vespa. So it was just like, it was just literally like,
There's actually a math teacher in my middle school that drove a moped to and from school, and everyone called him gay for it. Like behind, like the teacher, like the kids together. We wouldn't like actually go up to him and call him gay. Like, oh,
He
Mr.
fucking-
Chang is gay. He drives a moped.
he drives past you and you shout gay at him. My friend had a moped in high school. Yeah, a lot of the kids in school would have a moped, like 9th graders and shit, 'cause you didn't need a license for it. But when my dad had it, it was gay all of a sudden. Like, okay. Whatever. You guys, put a 1 in chat if you have a gay dad. Honestly, I'm like, you know, I don't know this about my father, but I'm convinced that he must have been bisexual. I don't, like, I feel like back in the day, there's no way that he didn't at least consider it. You know, I don't know if he actually was bisexual, but I feel like he definitely thought about it.
It's so crazy that like, if you look at like anyone's extensive like family tree, their history and stuff, it's like no one was gay until you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Supposedly, it's like no one in my dad does a lot of ancestry.com stuff and researches our family, and it's like, yeah, there's a lot of these people, but I wonder how many of them were actually kind of gay, you know?
No, yeah, there's a lot of that. There's like, it's also the same way of like how there's a lot of old people that have autism and they've just never found out.
True.
And then it's like, then it's like, you know, all these like old people that don't understand the world. They're like, why does everybody in the young generation have autism and they're gay? But then you realize like, they,
You guys were too, like.
yeah, you like see your fucking grandmother and you're like, no, my grandmother is definitely like a little fruity. I think like something is like.
She's a little bit neurodivergent, I think.
No, definitely. Oh my god. Like,
No, it's like my dad, one like he obviously has ADHD and ADD, and he's been on like medication for that for forever. But like, man, he is like probably the most terrible OCD. Like not no, I shouldn't say it that way. He just has really really bad OCD, like almost as bad as mine, and like he's never been treated for it, and it drives me fucking insane sometimes.
that's like the, yeah, it's kind of interesting to see how people, that was my last game, how people like how it affects a person when they've went through their entire life trying to manage it without, you know, knowing that they even have it or not knowing anything about what they have.
Yeah.
Because I think there's so many different like things in my family that like it would have probably helped a lot if like some of them knew a little bit what was going on.
Oh yeah.
Just like a little bit of, you know, introspection. But back then it was just so hard to have any clue about that. So like I can't. At the same time, it's really hard for me to like blame them, you know, because it's like for example, when my parents were growing up, and they probably should have like spoken to a therapist. Their dad would be like, that's fucking, you're not gay, son. What are you fucking doing? And then they would just they would just be like, get on with it. You know, this is just life is like this, and you need to just get on with it, or whatever.
I have this one, my dad's grandpa, who like everyone always says that I remind them of like everyone's like, oh, Jake is so much like Skylar. It's like Jake and Skylar are like the same person or whatever. And I also like read through his diary, and there was nothing like in it about being gay, but like when I was reading how he wrote and the way he described things, I'm like, yeah, like he was definitely gay. But his life was like he grew up in a very small town in upstate New York. Um, Married his neighbor, and they bought the house across the street from the parents, and then moved in there. And and Skylar worked at the bank in the town. So like his entire life was just on one street, knowing the same like 10 people and the rest
That's
of the
so.
acquaintances from the town. So it's like they just didn't have any experience to even like consider that.
Yeah, no, that is so interesting to me. I've that's why small towns are super fascinating to me
Yeah.
because yeah, I don't know. It's just you have a whole different perspective of the world. It's like, you know, nowadays it's like a little bit different because people have access to the internet, so they're like they do
Yeah.
get like at least a little bit of an outside perspective. But back in the day, it was literally just like whatever happened in your like small town or your like little village was the center of the universe.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I could that's probably where I would be at right now if like the internet didn't exist. I'd still be in like a small village. I'd be like fucking I don't know, I'd be like fucking plowing the fields.
I'd either be very happy or dead.
Yeah, I think I same. I literally I think those
There's
are
no
my,
in between. Like, who knows?
I think those are my two options as well. What the fuck is this on my mic? Oh, it's like a weird white stain. I don't know what this is.
Come.
Dude, if someone's come to my mic, that's concerning. It's like insane.
I'm gonna hop out now.
Yeah, I'm ending anyways. Thank you for joining me. It was very
Yeah,
fun.
thanks for having me.
It was a pleasure, and yeah, I'm gonna try this weekend to do the Jackbox thing, but we'll see where everything
Sure.
goes.
Oh, if not, by the way, I did download Habbo Hotel,
Oh my God, you did?
and I was trying to play it today, but so if you guys are having a sesh again tomorrow or within the next few days, I'll be there.
Dude, yes, that is so fucking hype. All right,
All right. See ya. Love
bye
you.
bye, love you. All right, guys, let's I guess I'll I guess I'll tweet tomorrow if we do double feature. I don't know when Prezzo's figuring that out because he might go out. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for watching, y'all. Thank you for watching. It is my greatest privilege to stream for you guys. Whoa. What the fuck? I just went like crazy cross-eyed for a second. That was like insane. Whoa. Okay. I've never experienced that in my life. Yeah, it's a privilege. It was fun. I'll catch you guys next time tomorrow. I'll stream tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing though. All right. Bye-bye.